Oh, go live, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
Yeah.
OBS. Please, I've started. Let me go live. There we go. There we go. Is the stream working the way it
Let me
should
try
be?
refreshing the page. Okay, it looks like it started.
It started?
Yeah.
That makes me happy. You hear two of us?
Let me see. I don't think so.
You know?
Um, I
How's
don't
the
think I get.
audio?
Okay. Now I can hear it. It's just there's the
Yeah.
stream delay.
Oh, there's a stream delay. Of course
Right.
there's a stream delay. It happens on that, like, basically every stream. Unless you do something very specific, but I'm not like a super duper streamer. I'm just some guy. Six
Okay.
people.
Yeah.
Six people already. Okay.
Yeah, I'll make sure
Yeah.
to
Okay.
share the link to the streaming server real quick.
Wait, can you talk again real quick?
Yeah.
Wait, is there a delay when you talk? Like
I
two
don't think there's a
voices of
delay when
me?
I talk. I'm just talking about the
No.
regular stream rate, which is normal.
No, I think on like the stream itself.
Okay.
Yeah, there is. There's like a weird echo.
There might be an echo, but you can
Yes.
just fix that by.
Yeah, I fixed it. I'm sorry that we're facing issues like this now.
Sometimes you have to test it when it goes live, otherwise you can't test
Yeah.
it.
Mm. What is this text I have? Oh. Okay. Okay. Can you keep
Yeah, I'm
talking?
just.
Can you keep talking in case?
Uh,
Whatever.
I think it's fine.
Yeah, it sounds like the volume is normal. 10 people, damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
and just
If
hit the.
anything is too loud or anything like that, then just
Hey,
please
did
tell
I
me. Okay.
add everyone? Fuck. I forgot to add everybody.
Yeah, you should do that. Also, one of the things I couldn't fucking figure out because OBS is stupid. I can only hear you on Discord for some reason. But I wanted to have background music, or I guess I could. Hmm. Yeah, I'll do it like that. It's easier to manage. Let me
Okay.
just. Okay. I don't know how loud it's gonna be, so I just gotta make sure it's not too quiet. Oh, I think it's playing right now. I didn't realize. Oh wait,
Yeah,
no,
yeah. It's.
it's not on the stream. It's not on the stream. Or is it?
I don't know.
Wait.
Yeah.
No. I'm sorry. I wanted to do it beforehand, but also I was eating and other things.
Yeah. Well, everybody says
What are
it
people
sounds
saying?
fine. They say it
They
sounds
say it
fine.
sounds fine. Ugh. God damn it. Fuck.
What? That it sounds fine?
No, I wanted to have fucking background music. Or, wait a minute. Let me try something. Oh, I think there's like really loud. There we go. Okay. Wait, what? Wait, can you talk again?
Okay.
There's an echo again. There.
Is there?
Okay. No, two of them had the same fucking. That was so weird.
I don't know what your
Okay.
OBS settings look like right now.
is it like that? Okay.
Okay, now I can hear the background music that you put on.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of it. It's a bit loud. Okay, now you and the music can exist just fine. Is it too loud? Should I make it a little quieter? Now this is epic. I gotta check the stream myself. It's just that I don't want to... 18 people. It's a great thing I didn't do the stream yesterday. That would have been awful. I can barely... not hear anything. It might not be playing anything. That is loud. Okay, I can't hear it, but I can hear it through the stream because stupid fucking reasons. Okay, I'm glad people are willing to wait for this because there are like 19 people here. I just want there to be... Ah, that was paused. Okay. Now this is epic. I gotta check the stream myself. It's just that I don't know. 18 people. It's a great thing. Oh, I can hear myself in my own stream, on the stream that I'm hearing, in the stream that I'm listening to, in the stream. It's meta. I'll listen to the background music later. It's fine for now. Okay. I'll just put it for the fucking start here. Boom. Hey, welcome to the stream. We're doing like I made like a DELTARUNE theory survey, and then I made another one, and then I made another one, and this is that one. Basically, on this one, we rate chapter 3 and 4 theories. I've said this, and this one's a bit shorter than the last one, so that's a good thing. I don't know how far we are from like the chapters coming out. I kind of wish we had more time with the current chapters, to be honest. But if people are willing to like share it around, then that would be great. I would really love that. Yes. What do you have to say, Chestnut? Did you want to stream this eventually yourself too? Oh. Okay, I see. That's cool. Yeah. I really want to. I want to get this more out there. Ask some people around too. So yeah, I'm just pulling up one last little thing. It'll show up just now because it's because the background music. Why is it so long? Oh boy. That color sucks. I gotta pick a better color for that, yeah. It's just that I'm putting my own music on the stream because it's my stream and I decided I want to put it on there. Okay, there we go. Okay, now it's time to write my mails. So this part, you can basically write wherever the fuck you want. And then like mail.com.gay. But I have a mail right here. Don't mail me any stupid shit. Unless it's like, I don't know, business. That is a mail I made just for that. Tutorial theories. Oh, let's hope it doesn't... Is this the font I went with? Or is it loading? Oh, now, okay, oh yeah, now it's fine. Okay. This is just a bunch of categories that are just kind of a bunch of theories that are uncategorized, and we're putting them in one. category like this because they didn't fit into one particular one. They're just more general. Yeah, Chris will lose an arm. This is not really... Hmm? Oh. Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. Oh yeah, because we just started. Okay, I'm gonna stream it with the lowest quality possible, so nothing weird happens. I hope the background music is not loud. Just, what is chat saying? Okay, there we go. Oh, okay. Oh. An ad on my own stream? Damn, okay, well... Okay, so Chris will lose an arm. This is not really like a theory I'm like super invested in, but it does have plenty of evidence, so it's more like a decent 8 for me. I wouldn't be surprised if Chris lost an arm. Oh, they're also like... You're muted? Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? That's weird.
Once we
Okay,
get the audio issues.
What the fuck? Okay. Okay. Talk. They can't...
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, this is so fucked up. I hate this. Chestnut, talk again.
Yeah, I'm talking now.
You're just gonna have to do... You're just gonna have to have an echoey voice. There's literally no... I don't know how to fix it right now. Okay, I'm increasing the volume. You're just gonna have to be an angel of sorts.
Okay. Right now I can hear myself on the audio. But I'm like echoing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, wait a minute. Can you talk?
Sounds very scuffed.
What do you mean scuffed? My stream?
Yeah, because like all the audio issues.
I'm really sorry. Okay. Talk again. Can you talk?
Yeah.
Why is Okay, I hope the music is playing right now. Can you talk?
Yeah.
Okay, talk.
Am I better now?
Oh, there's two of me because he's a friend. It's Black Chestnut. He's the other guy on the Theory Survey show.
Yeah, there's 3 of us.
There's 3 of us. Wait, there's a third one here? Okay, I thought WoW had
do this. What is your settings on OBS?
I don't know. Okay, let me go to live. I don't know. I just want background music.
Yeah. I mean, you're playing the background music through like a regular audio file through OBS, right?
What?
I mean, like, how are you playing the background music?
I'm playing it while having the audio file, or having the file open.
Okay. That is one way to do it.
Yes. One now? I'm really sorry. Okay. Talk again. Can you talk?
I mean, okay, I think it sounds better now.
I can barely hear the music.
I
Okay.
don't think the music is that important. If it's too quiet.
But I like the background music. I want it to be there.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I don't want the music to be too loud.
Yeah, it's better if it's too quiet than too loud.
Yeah. Okay. I'm playing You sound found. The background music sounds fine. Okay, I'm gonna start now. Okay. Astral is dead.
Okay.
This one
I think
sucks.
it's good
The
now.
second one sucks. It's worse than the first
Um,
one. I didn't even like super hate the original one. Well, it's still pretty bad, but this one managed to become worse. What do you feel
yeah,
about
it's
this
pretty
one, Chestnut?
bad.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's bad. We were like talking about
Yeah.
it as like a hypothetical in the videos and stuff
Yeah.
before Gyro actually made it. It's
Yeah.
crazy
Yeah, we
because one
predicted
of
it somehow.
one of the theories on the old survey was like Des is the red soul, right? Like that was one of the
Yeah.
theories. And we were talking about how Bado is,
Yeah.
especially now. And then like Jaru made a video on it.
Yes. Yeah, it's not good. It became worse somehow. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Asker will kill himself in Flower Shop Block World. I know my one friend really loves this one. In Undertale, if you
Yeah.
reload your neutral save file and spare Asker, then he'll kill himself. Is that okay to mention in stream? Ah, whatever. Out of
I don't
sacrifice.
know.
People think something similar will happen again with Asker in Deltarune, and he's currently in a bad life situation, and he seems to be in on the Helltask conspiracy for desperate needs. And he talks about that shit on in the secret cutscene in Noel at Noel's house. This one's fine. I don't really care about this one. This one didn't really get that many great ratings.
It feels a little random, to be honest. Like I could see it happening, but like
Uh-huh. I
I
see.
don't know.
I'm just. Let me check the audio again real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, no, the music is fine. Okay, hometown is a cult. You have like a Mormon theory or something
Yeah.
or whatever it
Yeah.
was.
This one is kind of something I cooked up
Yeah.
overall. Just kind of like analyzing the religion and how actively weird it is, to the point in which it's like, is the game meant to be implying that this is not a actual full scale religion, but is instead simply just a weird gaster cult that exists
Uh-huh.
entirely in this town? Like the religion doesn't exist outside of hometown is basically the idea here,
Yeah.
which is why there's so much weird stuff regarding it, like the fact that it looks like they just took over a
Yeah.
random Christian church, the fact that Christianity still clearly exists in this universe,
Yeah.
and like the holidays
And
celebrate Christmas and stuff.
yeah. And like we also have this like it just being closed off from everywhere
Yeah.
even though it's not a cult. I think
Yeah.
this one isn't that bad. It could happen.
Yeah, I think it's
This
possible.
one's definitely likely for sure. Not surprised.
Yeah.
Neo Woody theory.
Yeah.
You know what I
Neo
would
Woody
rate this
theory.
one? I'm actually giving this one a 10. I've thought about it.
Yeah, I think
Because,
Neo
like,
Woody theory is really strong.
yeah, because like now there's like actual evidence of it in game,
Yeah.
Before it
yeah.
was like bullshit crack shit posting.
It
Now
was
it's
like
like a real
weird,
thing.
like teasing that you like read into with like Toby's comments and stuff. But now it's just kind of like, oh, okay, there is some canceled cowboy show just in canon. But then you
Yeah.
also gotta question. It's just like, did Toby add that stuff in before or after Woody theory became a thing? Right? Because it's totally possible that Toby just fell in love with Woody theory and then retroactively added it into the game in some capacity. But then at the same time, most of the stuff we found for it in game was also cut content that was cut like really last minute.
Yeah. That is how the theory ended up becoming a thing to begin with, because it was a scrap cowboy show.
And then you can't also forget like the mic rooms. But the mic rooms are weird in general because it's like they're meant to be like the three most popular mic theories, right? With the first mic being, Tenna mic, second mic being Friend Inside Me, Woody theory, Cowboy mic, and then the third one being Friend Cat mic, right? Because like there's a component of all of these where everybody thought that Friend, Mike, and Friend and Mike were basically the same character, and that's kind of like the idea here. Where it's like Friend is Mike and is also like Tenna, right? Before Tenna became like a thing in the sweepstakes, right? And it's just like with that first one, it's like, yeah, Tenna was a TV head. So that part of that theory was right. He just wasn't Friend, and he wasn't Mike.
Cool.
And then with the cat friend,
we've talked
the
about
Cluey is
this.
like, that's
Actually,
also,
no.
right.
Actually, no.
So it feels
We've
like
talked
a,
about
like,
this in something
Woody
we
theory
haven't released.
Yeah, we
We've
haven't
talked about
really talked about it yet. But it's like it feels like because Friend, like cat is a friend, right? Like Friend is a cat. So like so it feels like with the Mike stuff, it's like the idea with the Mike room is these theories were actually kind of correct. They just weren't correct about Mike. Is the idea.
Yeah. I wasn't really that invested in Mike. I just kind of went with the obvious picks, like, oh, it's the secret boss, probably, or something, which everyone else said. Yeah. No, not a 9, it's a 10. Rick and Morty theory.
Yeah,
the Saints are like are interdimensional time travelers.
Yeah. To explain Rick and Morty theory, like very simply, it's that Sands of Papyrus have like some kind of technology, some kind of device that allows them to travel between dimensions, right?
I don't
Just
really
like Rick
care
and
about
Morty.
this one.
I'm gonna explain it really quick.
Okay.
And basically, the core idea is that Deltarune is not their original universe. They were from a different original universe and then jumped to Deltarune. And then at some point during the plot of Deltarune, they're going to jump to Undertale. And then their device that they use for this interdimensional travel will get broken in Undertale and they get stuck there. That's basically the idea.
That sure is a theory, and I've given this one a 5. I don't really.
Yeah.
I guess it can happen. I don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
Roots theory. I watched this theory just so I could write the summary for it. Look at how big it is. I don't think it's that bad.
Oh yeah.
But like, I think it's a cute. I think it's a cute little theory for the most part.
When it comes to Roots theory, yeah, I think there's a lot of parts of it that are right, and then there's a lot of parts that are like somewhat conjecture and like up in the air. I would say.
Yeah, the general gist of it, like, oh, chapter 5 is gonna be like a hometown dark world. I think that could be fine. I think that makes sense enough.
It's possible.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 7. I don't really care, though. I think it's probably just gonna be Flower Shop. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens. But also, Dark Prince of Darkness.
Right, the third Prince of Darkness.
This is your favorite theory. Yeah, that.
It's not my favorite theory, but it is a theory that I.
You made it.
Yes. So basically, the theory is that Rousey is a Prince of Darkness and he's green, and then Lancer is also a Prince of Darkness, right? He's a Darkness Prince, and he's blue. So therefore, there should be logically a third Prince of Darkness who is red, who is the true, real Prince of Darkness.
Is there no music?
And it's not Rousey. It's not Lancer.
That's
the idea. That's the theory.
One's weird. This one's weird. This is just throwing out a weird new character who just existed all along.
Yeah, that's pretty much. It is just new character, Prince of Darkness. It's answering a mystery that nobody asked.
Yeah.
That it's not particularly a great theory.
Speaking of characters having a specific color, here's Green Gaster. People up on the survey, this one's doing like really well, a lot better than I thought it would do. I mean, I didn't expect this. Yeah, I didn't expect this one to do bad, but like, it's doing that well. That's so weird. I'm giving this one a 7.
I don't know how I feel about Green Gaster. I just
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know. I'm not happy.
I guess if it happens, I'm not shocked.
Yeah. Okay. But to be honest, though, I'm not really too happy that this is the kind of theory that's doing the best on this survey. Like, I don't know, there are other ones that are a little bit more about the fucking narrative and not about someone's color. I
I
feel
don't
like I
know.
would want. I feel like I would want a theory about the narrative to be higher rated than I don't know.
I
A
mean,
theory
isn't
about
like the
Gaster.
main point of Green Gaster to like try and deduce Gaster's specific relationship with Sands of Papyrus? Isn't that the point? I don't know. I didn't actually watch the video, to be honest, because I looked at that
Video?
thumbnail and I was like, I don't
There are
care, Spooky
multiple.
Dude. I'm not
Oh,
watching
the
that.
Spooky Dude video. Oh yeah, I
Of
never
course, I'm
watched
talking about the
that.
Spooky Dude video.
Well, I kind of forgot that it came from that originally. Well, I'm
Yeah.
giving it a 7. I wouldn't be surprised. But what if there's a fourth skeleton character who's not green? Because there's a orange Estor. Because the other
Yeah,
skeleton characters, those are based
Baby
on the
Bones.
Ranctors. Baby Bones. This is
Yeah.
Baby Bones. I'm not giving the. I was almost gonna give this an ironic 10 out of 10, but also, I don't know. Obviously, with this summary, it's kind of bullshit. But like, there has to be at least one other skeleton besides like Sans and Papyrus and also Gaster, if he is a skeleton. Why is someone typing in Russian in the chat?
I don't know.
Okay.
They said
I'm
the
giving
same
this one.
message 3 times though.
Yeah, I'm giving this one 2. Like, obviously, there's got to be a skeleton. Maybe there could be another skeleton, but they're not important to the plot or whatever. 2. Colorblind Susie. This one's like not that. What do you call it? Doesn't have like a huge effect. What do you call that?
It's a silly little theory. That's what I call it. It's a silly little theory. It's like, who cares? It's not like game
Inconsequential. Inconsequential.
Yeah.
But it's cute.
Yeah.
It's fine. I don't really care. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Or actually, I'm putting it in not care, not mind. I don't really care.
Yeah.
It would be cute if Susie was colorblind. Good for her. Colorblind representation. Oh, this one. Multiple Dark World locations in a singular chapter. I think this could happen. I think this...
Yeah, I think that's very possible. I think... Like, I really think it seems reasonable. Like, I wouldn't... If it actually does happen in Chapter 5, for example, where...
Maybe that could be, like, the Roots Theory thing.
And Mansion, Noelle's house, right?
Again?
Totally
yeah, I guess... I mean, I know some people want that as a Dark World. I don't know.
I think it makes sense, because outside of, like...
maybe that's like a
flowers.
final location. A cool, big-ass final location, because it's Carol and she's evil.
Yeah, that could happen. I mean, also, it's a matter of, like, Flower King, I don't know, it just doesn't really have much in it, besides the flowers, and, like, whatever's in the basement. So, yeah. I could see it happening. I wouldn't...
Yes, I do think Susie being colorblind would be inconsequential. Because it's like, it's not really that plot relevant. It's just more like, hey, here's the fun little fact about the character. Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
Yes, it's neat. It's good for Susie.
Yeah.
Well, it's not...
I think that person was typing that out before we said inconsequential.
Oh, right. Okay, that makes sense.
The massive stream delay.
Oh my god! Tulpa Now this is like the... This is like... Your mods love this one.
Yes.
And then my one friend loves this one.
Yeah.
I mean, it does. I mean, it doesn't. It doesn't not. Oh yeah, the flower video thing. What was his name again?
Sock Muppet.
Flower Child. Sock Muppet. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't not make sense or whatever. It doesn't not make sense. Yeah, that's how you say it. Yeah. I don't know what this... I don't know. I haven't read the whole fucking Tumblr thing, and Chestnut isn't an expert either. Prophecy roll swapping. This one's just... What do you... This one's just true.
I think it's probably true.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if it wasn't.
Yeah.
On some level.
Yeah. Cressel.
This is kind of like the opposite of that, where there is no role swapping.
Oh, right, because Chris is already the vessel. Okay.
Yeah, like, the big idea with Cressel is that there is no prophecy role swapping.
Okay, the music isn't too loud. Okay.
the vessel is just there, you know.
Yeah.
So I do that Chris is a vessel. I
It's
can
not
see Crystal
bad,
being
though.
true.
Yeah. You can see it being true, but it's like...
I do think it has, like, issues, though. Like,
Yeah.
probably the biggest issue is, honestly, like, the cages in Chapter 3. There's, like, a gold one and a silver one. And then the two cages are, like, debating on whether or not who's the original and shit.
Yeah.
And then
the
you can, like, get them in the room
monochrons.
together and choose,
No,
like,
the
love
copies are
wins or hate
monochrome
wins.
thing.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know. I also expressed some other issues in the Chris video about, like, Chris being a vessel, not the vessel, but whatever.
It's
This is fine.
I don't know. At this point, I think it's possible.
27 people? Are you out of... Damn. What the fuck? It's a good thing I'm playing background music that I have made. Music by me. Yours truly, Sharuba. It's music by me, because I make music. It's on the screen. Okay. This one doesn't even make any sense. Friend is Caddy's dad's missing arm. I mean, I guess it's shaped like an arm, but it doesn't really make any sense.
This theory is good. What are you talking about? It doesn't make sense. It makes perfect sense. Friend is like a severed hand. All the severed hands set up with Chris losing a hand and stuff, all that stuff, it connects back to Friend. Right? It explains why Friend is a cat. It explains why Friend looks like a hand. Right? Right? Because it's like they're
I'm giving it a 2.
of a severed hand. Right? They're a darkener of like a lightner's body part.
Oh!
And that's why they can go into the light world and stuff.
Look at the paragraph in here.
Yeah, it makes sense. No. Caddy's dad's missing arm, his friend, is a good theory.
What did you give this?
I gave it... I don't remember. I probably gave it like a 7.
Oh, you gave it that high?
Yeah. Right now, I don't remember exactly what I put, but right now I would give it a 7.
Really? Oh, because you don't want to do the... You want to do the bit? Is that why?
No, I'm giving it a 7.
Okay.
It's a
well,
good
the cat
theory.
thing is a... Well, the cat thing is a fine thing, but also, I don't know... How did Friend... Why did Friend end up there? That's my question. It's weird.
He's a hand. He can walk around. That's the whole point.
Yeah. Okay, Friend is Gaster?
I mean, I feel like that's kind of true no matter what Friend is.
Yeah.
Friend just does feel like an agent of Gaster overall.
I should have...
Maybe not.
I didn't need to add, like... Friend is working with Gaster separately. It's redundant. I thought about it, but it's redundant. Okay. I'm giving this one a 5. I don't care. Cat and mouse theory.
Right.
This one's good, but it would be fun to see someone like Kami Boy G said himself that he hadn't. This is a theory by Kami Boy G. He himself said that he did the research himself. He isn't like an expert in like this computer stuff, but it would be interesting to see someone who is talk about it. I really like the edit.
Theory is pretty solid. I think it makes a lot of sense. I could totally see it happening. I think it explains why Friend is functionally Gaster without literally being Gaster.
Yeah. I
think the point about the Pile of Hell looking like a mouse cursor and stuff makes a lot of sense. It explains why he's a cat.
Yeah. Well, I kind of thought of this, like, without the whole computer mouse shit back in the Chapter 2 days, where it was like, okay, Friend shows up. Friend shows up at the start of the game, just like Flowey does, and sometimes you can actually find Flowey, like, sneaking up on you, behind you, if you, like, walk back. You can, find them. And, you know, that's kind of similar to what Friend is doing, so I was like, oh, okay, maybe Friend is like a Gaster-adjacent thing that is, like, literally Gaster or something. So, yeah. The mouse element of it, it's interesting. I wouldn't care.
Honestly, I think cat and mouse is a really good theory, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if it was true. I think it's solid, very solid.
I'll give it an 8. I'll be kind. I'll be kind. Friend is Jockington and Caddy.
It does. Friend does feel weirdly connected to them.
Yes, I hate that.
Somewhat. And it feels like that should be being set up for something.
Yeah.
Like, even Pluie feels like it's hinting at this with the fact that
What the
Pluie's tail is like a snake.
Yeah. What is up with that?
So, like, cats and snakes are very connected.
But what if
Although
friend
that
is
might
literally
be meant to be like a
Jockington?
biblical reference in the whole Adam and Eve story. The serpent with the devil disguises himself as a serpent to trick Eve into consuming the apple of knowledge.
But what if friend is literally Jockington? What do we do then?
I don't know. That's scary.
That'd be weird. I would be scared.
Yeah.
I would be unhappy. I'm giving it a 3, but it's also
They're
kind of
weirdly
somewhat
connected,
lucky.
but I don't think they're meant to be the same thing.
Yeah. Friend is a manifestation of fear/darkness.
I think that's somewhat true no matter what happens.
Yeah. Kind of is. Boom. Now we go on to the next ones. The Shadow Mantle Holder theories. This is like... I thought about this less than the friend theories. Besides one theory that's kind of lame. And I'm also kind of surprised it didn't do better on the survey. I'm surprised it didn't do better on the survey, but also... The Shadow Mantle Holder, his name is Eram. Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't think it is. I don't think that
No.
the Shadow Mantle holder's name is Eram. I'm pretty sure, like, Eram is just, like, a fan name.
Yeah, it's a fan
given
name.
to, like, the Sumo character because we don't know their identity.
Yeah, because it's the name of the soundtrack.
Yeah. So it's, like, I feel like that's definitely wrong, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But I wouldn't really
Like,
care.
if it
though.
actually ends up being being named Eram, then to me, in my mind, that's just Eram's a new character, and also Toby decided to just call it Eram because that's what the community's been calling it.
Yeah. Just like
That
Golden Freddy.
Toby changed its name because he didn't care. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, it would be like a Golden Freddy moment, you know?
Okay. Shadow Mantle Holder is friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is correct. I think I am a Shadow Mantle is friend, holder is friend.
This is
believer.
the one that makes the most sense to me.
Yeah.
I agree that this is the one that makes the most sense. Okay, but okay, then what is Gaster in relation to the Shadow Mantle then?
What is? I don't think Gaster has any meaningful relation to the Shadow Mantle.
Okay, but like
necessarily.
friend is related to Gaster.
I mean, we still don't even know if the Shadow Mantle was being used by King at the start of the game or not.
Oh yeah, that too.
We don't even know if that mantle is the Shadow Mantle or just a second, oh so shadowy mantle that looks exactly like the Shadow Mantle that King just happened to have.
Yeah, and Toby's just being tricky for no fucking reason.
Shadow Mantle. Yeah. It's also like someone implied that the Shadow Mantle is like meant to be the Knight's mantle.
It's
Oh.
confusing. Yeah. Because if you try to equip it to Noelle, she won't equip the Shadow Mantle, and she'll be like, no, it's for someone taller.
Oh. Oh, gee, I wonder who else is tall.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Friend is the Shadow Mantle holder, because Friend is all over the fucking sword route.
Yeah.
He shows up in the boss fight with the Friendlings, and people be like, oh, well, the Friendlings are there, so it can't be Friend. But it's like, okay, first off,
But it's multiple
enemies
of
in
them.
this game, yeah, enemies in this game spawn little versions of themselves as attacks all the fucking time in this game. So the fact that it spawns Friendlings as attacks points to the idea that it's Friend even more. Right?
Oh,
That's
okay.
actually evidence for being Friend. It's not counter evidence.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
And like, there's also the matter of the boss you fight is not the Shadow Mantle holder. That is just the Shadow Mantle. Like,
Okay.
personified through the video game and stuff.
What
which
about
is
this
normal.
one? The Shadow Mantle is the boss itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That is just what I was getting to. So yeah, it's like the Shadow Mantle that you fight, the boss yourself you fight is the Shadow Mantle. There is another guy behind stage like holding the shadow mantle, but it's also done through the video game stuff. So there's like a layer to that, right? Because it's all done through the video game.
Definitely.
So yeah. It's very visually clearly the mantle. Like you can just look at the sprite and it's clearly the mantle. The fact that it has like a mouth and laughs and does things and stuff is normal because that's just what Darkners do. Like they can just do that. Like both Jevil and Spamton turn into like armor and weapons and stuff, and then they're also still sentient and like are conscious in those weapon forms. Right? Like there's dialogue and stuff. If you try to equip the Devil's Knife to Noelle, where she's like, it looks like it's smiling at me. And stuff. So, yeah.
What if it's icy?
It's weirdly connected to Icy, but that's because Friend is connected to Icy. Because Chris, Jess, and Noelle were going Icy cryptid hunting, and then they found Friend instead. So that's the Friend-Icy connection.
I can't give this a 1.
So here's the reassurance. The Shadow Mantle Holder is Icy, but that's because Friend is Icy.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wait, Friend is Icy was not a theory on the previous category. Whatever. Okay, I don't want... This a friend of mine made this theory. It was kind of like a silly little thing. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, that's more so pointing out the Icy connection in regards to the Emerm fight. But I'm pretty sure, which is there. Like, it is 100% intentional, and it's absolutely there. Like, the burning
it is
eyes,
absolutely there.
It's actively calling back to the deaths burning out the Icy's eye holes, right?
On Santa Spamton sweepstakes.
And the sweepstakes. So, like, yeah, it is objectively there. It's like relevant stuff.
What about this one? Red Headband. I don't like this one. This one sucks.
No, I don't like it. I really don't understand people's logic with this one.
I'm gonna put this one in 1 if I'm putting this one in 1.
Yeah.
I don't like it either.
Absolutely.
I think
Icy being ERAM is way better than Head Headband. I don't get it. Sorry, you go.
Rousey ERAM?
No.
I get
Go back to Horned Headband. No,
you think this? You think this one's better?
Icy ERAM is better than Horde Headband ERAM, yes.
Yeah, but this is about it being literally icy.
Being literally icy is more reasonable than like it being the Horde Headband. I mean, like, I'm gonna blabber on about Horde Headband Rouse. ERAM because people will be like, oh, Rousey is too special to be the Horned Headband. People will say this, right? And then they'll look you dead in the eye and go, oh, so ERAM is the headband. As if the feats that ERAM does aren't on, at the minimum, the exact same level as all the shit that Rousey's done. Right? Like, step back for a minute. What we know of...
I'm sorry.
ERAM has stolen the mantle from Sham. Because Sham is like, oh yeah, I have the Shadow Mantle. Let me give it to you. Oh, somebody took it. I don't know how that happened.
Oh yeah.
Right? They stole the mantle from Sham, who has like super meta level knowledge, right? Like knows the entire future and everything. They're like super smart, right? They all know all this shit. Somehow ERAM stole it from Sham without Sham knowing, and then they took it from Castletown to Chris's house somehow, right? Like, how would a Red Horde Headband Darkener be able to do that? And if a Red Horde Headband Darkener was able to just do that, then clearly, like, Rousey would, by that logic, Rousey could just be the Red Horde Headband.
Yes, it kind of contradicts.
Like,
it kind of
you know?
Yeah, it kind of contradicts the logic, the behind like the Rousey not having an object theory. Like, oh, Rousey can just teleport wherever. It's ERAM who's the Red Headband instead, but ERAM can also do this crazy shit.
It doesn't make sense, especially with how the logic they use to try and argue it.
This one makes more sense, but it also isn't that great. It being Rousey, because, you know, we have the headband connection, but like...
in my opinion, the only way that ERAM can possibly be the headband is if ERAM is just Ralsei.
Player 2.
Yeah. I mean, like, ERAM, you know, it could be an acronym. It could stand for Evil Ralsei and Mantle.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm just checking something. I have to skip ahead on the music I'm playing because, some music vocals are gonna play and that's just gonna be distracting because,
Yeah.
we're talking and it's singing. That's, like, weird. Whoa. There we go. Wait, is that correctly? Yes, that is correct. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I don't. This is the only way it could make sense, but I don't think it's really that good. It's kind of silly. But Rousey's the player 2. But I don't know. We kind of have the player 2 thing going on elsewhere. There's some other theories too, like Caster controlling Des, but that's not really on here.
I don't think it makes any sense for Ram to be ERAM. Like, how would Ram be able to have gone to Castletown to get the Shadow Mantle from Sham? Right, it just doesn't seem possible at all.
Yeah. This one doesn't make it. Someone also, I don't. Someone told me that
Friend stole it, but like at that point, just make Friend ERAM.
Someone told me that Ram doesn't turn to stone after you finish the game. It's like after you finish the first.
Yeah, he like disappears. He like turns half to stone. You push him aside, and then when you come back, he's just disappeared.
Okay. 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 Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. This is a theory trying to prove itself, and it didn't do a good job at it because it's not a good theory.
Yeah, I don't think it necessarily matters.
The Shadow Mantle holder is the knight?
Yes. I saw somebody in chat mention knight ERAM, and here it is. I honestly, knight ERAM is not that bad overall. I think it's probably the second best theory, I would say. I definitely think it's better than Red Horn Headband.
Why are they talking? Why is Des talking to Chris like that?
Because she's heckin' evil. You know, I don't know. I don't think it's. Here's the thing, right? You might think, well, why would Des give Chris an item that lets them beat her? But at the same time, it's like if you beat the knight, she knights Chris. So like, I don't think it's that out of the realm of possibility that she did in fact want Chris to beat her and get the Shadow Mantle, and they just did it this way for some fucking reason. Like, it's definitely not impossible. I do think Friend ERAM makes more sense, but yeah, let me check the music. Yeah, the music's fine.
Okay. Okie dokie. Okay.
It's possible. I would give it.
I don't know.
I would say it's possible. But yeah, I think Friend ERAM works much better.
Yeah, I think that works better, but also there's just this is one of the parts of the game I'm like least invested in, but also like I don't really see much. I don't see the most strongest evidence going for this one, but it's fine. I don't know.
Yeah.
The ERAM is fun. I haven't really thought about it that much.
Knight ERAM is okay. It's reasonable, I would say.
This one's pretty bad, but I guess it's. I don't like this one.
Yeah, Rouse has no physical object.
I find it weird that people. I find it really weird that people have moved away from like Rouse having a physical object slightly. It's weird, but also like this theory is still doing like fine on the survey, but it's not doing as good as this one. They're both doing good, so it's clear that people, you know, still kind of see this as likely, but they're like, oh, but it has some problems, you know. But I also see some people be like, oh, it sucks, it's terrible, which is dumb.
Yeah. The thing with the no item Rouse is not only does it not actually make any sense regarding what he said, especially in chapter 3, regarding Darkners and himself, especially the scene with Tenna at the end of the chapter.
Oh yeah,
it's just like, I understand when you're going through Tenna because I'm also a Darkner and I also have desires to be used by the Lightners, but
it just doesn't make sense.
We're just gonna get thrown away. You can't let them
make us feel bad about us, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense thematically or character-wise,
If he
you
was like an
know?
abstract concept or some shit like that, then it doesn't make sense that he'd have like, you know, feelings regarding the idea of being thrown away and
Yes.
stuff.
Yes. I tend to prefer white. What the fuck is that person saying?
I don't know. They deleted it. I don't think it matters.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think this one's pretty cool. I got. Let's just read through the shit that's written there because I spent a lot of time rewriting it, and
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You should listen. Okay. Some think Ralsei has a proper light world object. Ralsei views both himself and Darkness as lesser because he is one. Goddammit! It's something we see often from him. It's because he isn't any different. Like I said, in the scene where Susie learns about how darkness work, she gets mad at Ralsei for him not considering himself real. Because, you know, he is real. You know, darkness are a metaphor for fiction. Shit like that. After learning. Yeah, I really like how Susie starts treating objects with, like, respect. Or whatever. She kind of treats them like they're alive. After just in the light world, too. I don't... this is a very specific thing to bring up, but... It reminds me how people, like... It kind of... I don't know, it kind of reminds me of fucking Toy Story did like a similar thing, like people seeing like toys as alive or some shit, like when
I
they
think just
secretly
in
don't see.
general,
I don't know.
how the game treats the Darkness is very comparable
Okay,
to
back
like
on
Toy
topic.
Story views.
Oh yeah,
toys
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff.
In
Like,
general, yeah.
thematically, they're very like touching on the same notes and stuff.
Yeah, that too. I was just more so talking about a phenomenon, but yeah. I think there are some pretty strong points. This is just more so... Yeah, this first paragraph is just more so talking about, like, hey, here's why this is true, and here's some points against, like, the theory that he has no, like, real objects, like, trying to be like, hey,
Yeah.
that theory is kind of dumb. So, like, people say, like, he knows too much to be a regular object when, like, Jevil and Spamton are, like... know shit about the prophecy and shit. You know, they were gastropilled.
Yeah.
Yeah. But whatever. That's a pretty good one. Plushie? I don't think he's a plushie. I'm giving this one a 2.
Plushie is probably the second best theory overall. The problem is there's just doesn't feel like a lot of meaningful setup for it.
Yeah.
There is like arguably some setup for it with the plushie stuff. But that feels more like weird advertisement for like
oh,
you know,
I really love I really love your argument for this theory about like the scarf Ralsei has is described as being red even though it's pink, and this matches with how the colors of everyone changes and becoming more bright and colorful in the dark world, and that means that his pink looking horns and eyes are also just red, just like the red headband, you know?
Yeah.
That I think that's a pretty strong evidence.
I don't know how you can possibly explain Ralsei without the red horde headband. I really don't. Like even the non-headband Ralsei theories are still like taking off of like from red headband, right? It's in the same way that like even non-Death Knight theories still center around Death, right?
Yeah, they're trying to find her.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, some of them just ignore her completely, like Astrolite.
It's like, I just don't know how you can possibly explain Ralsei's design and why he looks the way he does without the red horde headband. Because it's like, he has red horns, he's got red eyes, just like Chris. He's the exact same height as Chris.
Yeah,
he's
and
the exact same age as Chris. It's like...
The name
Ralsei...
So clearly directly connected.
Yeah.
The name Ralsei.
Like the name Ralsei is literally
an anagram of Azrael.
Yeah, the name Ralsei is literally taken from like a character that was supposed to represent Toby Fox himself from like an old game he made. Yes. Like a fictional character representing someone real, you know? It couldn't be more obvious than
himself.
That. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Well, basically, the point still stands.
Him and his brother.
Yeah, the point
His
still
self-insert
stands.
character was like a green mage named Rouse, if I remember correctly. Something like that.
Yes. Yeah, okay. Roaring Knight and Fountain Theories. It's Des. I'm giving this one a 10 instantly.
it's Des.
It's Des. Though there are some funny ones here. Let me get up. Explodes. That. It's just Des. This was like my second pick in the chapter 2 era.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, and then Vessel.
Always my second pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like my second pick, how I always like would try to talk about the night when I had like a chance to give my full extended thoughts regarding it. Was like, okay, it has to be Chris, and if it's not Chris, the only other way we can go is like some kind of Chris multi-night theory.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you can't explain Chris making a premeditated fountain in a narratively satisfying way.
When you explained that to me back in the chapter 2 days, I was like, yeah, I guess that would make. I guess that's how Death Knight would have to work. You know,
Yeah.
when you explain it.
Because
I never.
Yeah, it's like
I didn't really think about like the second. I didn't really think like to make like deeper theories on my second picks. It was just more like the top pick that
I mean, frankly, I do deeply regret not acknowledging Chris multi-night in my Chris Knight theory. Like, I really should have, because I actively considered it a lot, and I just didn't bother to like write it into the script, even though it would have taken me like a minute to like add it in. Just be like, oh yeah, multi-night with Chris working with the knight is also possible, and it's the same thing as regular Chris Knight. I could have said that, and it would have saved me so much fucking headache.
Yeah. What did you rate Carol Knight?
I don't remember what I gave it. Probably like a 3 or 4. It's not that good.
It's not good. Do I want to give it a 5 or a 4? I don't know. I'm gonna.
It's not a 5 worthy. It's not worthy of a 5. I don't think.
Okay, yeah. It's just more so. Clearly, Carol Knight is what the game wants you to believe. I don't think it's gonna happen because it's very obviously just a really lame red herring. It's not a good red herring.
It's so badly done.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like, let's just make it really needlessly confusing, it feels like.
Yes.
Like with the Chris Knight stuff, at least that like goes somewhere. At least that
well, we don't know
like a double reveal. But
we don't know where the stuff with Carol goes yet. But whatever.
That's true.
But even as is, it's still very dumb. Rudy Knight, dog shit. We're not gonna talk about it. Same with Noel Knight. This is okay. No. This is an industry plan theory. It only exists because of clickbait theories, and some people were dumb enough to be like, "Oh, this is good," and contrarians. That's it. It's dog shit.
Yeah, honestly, when it comes to like Carol characterization, I think there's way more interesting avenues to explore her character where she's not the knight, especially at this point, than if she were.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we could have main villain Carol and have her not be the knight.
Yeah.
Right?
Which is a theory we get to.
So cool.
Which we get to later.
Like think about the possibility of Carol intentionally turning Des into the knight as part of her insane evil cult like religion plan, right? Like she's just like the mom from Kill la Kill or some shit like that.
Oh, the music
she's
stuff.
Like Lusamine from Pokemon, right?
Music's over.
Like Carol as like a character in that archetype of like the evil conspiracy mom, I think has like a lot of potential to be really cool.
I'm just gonna replay it for now.
You know, whether or not we're gonna go down that path with her, you know, is yet to be seen. I'm honestly expecting us not to do that, but like if we do that, I'm so down for it. You know.
Okay. Papyrus Knight. No, okay. People joke about this one, like, "Oh, Papyrus Knight. It's so funny." Bet on Papyrus Knight. I can't believe people believe in Papyrus Knight, but nobody believes in Papyrus Knight anymore. It was like a joke. Or no. Some people were like, "Oh no, it's totally Papyrus Knight" at the start of this era.
You know, the knight is weirdly papyrus shaped.
Yeah, because they couldn't accept that they were wrong, and I assume everyone there has kind of moved on from that. Of the Papyrus Knighters.
Oh, dude, that's totally papyrus.
There are more Rudy Knighters than Papyrus Knighters.
Absolutely.
Yeah. This is a pretty
Asriel
sexist
Knight.
theory. Yeah.
Asriel Knight, it's so bad.
Des is already Asriel 2, and you're replacing Asriel 2 with just Asriel 1. Boring.
So bad.
Catty Knight.
Asriel Knight is honestly would be like the worst case scenario. I think Asriel Knight
Yes.
is even worse than Rudy Knight.
Yeah, it is, because it doesn't even the holiday the deer horns didn't even matter on the night design.
Like Rudy Knight is like a really, really bad twist. Like
yes.
What Disney twist villain would you say is most comparable to Rudy Knight?
No. You know what is most comparable to Rudy Knight? Is the last episode of season 1 in Squid Game. There's like an old man who was playing the game, and he like dies in the middle of season 1. It's sad, it's a good episode, and then they reveal, oh, he didn't actually die, and the rules of the game didn't matter. He was the creator of the game this whole time.
Yeah.
Great. It sucks. Shadow Protection Knights. I'm surprised. This theory still did pretty bad, but it's one of the Knight theories that did better here. It's actually
better
the third.
Than Carol and Rudy Knight.
No. Carol Knight is like in the middle. But this did worse than Carol Knight. This is like the third best Knight theory here.
Well, I'm not talking about how like it's been so far performed on the survey. I'm talking about like just my opinion regarding it.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about the survey. What do I give this? I don't want this to be true. Let me read this. Wait, do I like?
It's not that bad.
Okay, I think I prefer like the other Neo Chris Knight theory. Oh, wait a minute. I'm saying other because there's another one coming up that I don't like. Time Traveling Chris Knight. I'm just giving this one a 1.
Time Traveling Chris Knight is way worse. Time Traveling Chris Knight is so much worse.
I just have to give that one a 1 immediately before I start the conversation here. I think the other Neo Chris Knight theories are better than Shadow Protection Knight, because I kind of want Des to just still be Des. I want the Knight to just be Des, you know? Leave that untouched. Chris could be the one making the fountains.
Shadow Projection Knight can still work with Des being the Knight if we're doing Des third entity. This is how we make it, right? Des is the third entity, and then Chris can summon Des's shadow as their stand.
Don't suggest third entity. I don't want that.
It's good. It could work.
Somehow, I'm surprised the knife ones did worse than the shadow projection ones, like both of them. Actually, this one doesn't make sense. This one has like a very glaring plot hole in it, but it's not like conceptually bad.
Yeah, it does have a glaring like plot hole in it.
Yeah,
sadly.
Which is the scene where the knight goes into the other room, like, or into the main church room, and then it closes the door, and Chris and Susie seal the fountain, and they have to find a way to like get through the door.
And then Chris still has the knife in their pocket.
Yeah, that's a pretty glaring plot hole. This one doesn't have that. This is knife. I'm giving this one a 4. It's still kind of a little bit too crack for me. Actually, I don't really care if it was true. Yeah.
Well, isn't that specifically just the knight is a darkener made of Des's knife that's taken Des's soul?
Yeah. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
I'm giving it a 5.
Yeah, that's a solid theory. That's honestly, I think that theory is very likely to be true.
Yeah. Time traveling Chris Knight. We've already talked about. This is the person who made this doesn't even believe in Chris Knight. They weren't even Chris Knighter. So don't say shit like Chris Knighter fighting after the chapter's released. Don't say that. It's not even objectively true. It's objectively wrong.
The slander. Absolute slander. No Chris Snyder would ever propose something this fucking stupid.
If you want to slander a Chris Snyder, do it the right way.
Yeah.
Okay. This one's also dumb. The knight is not going to be some...
Terrible.
It's obviously setting up to some kind of twist. It's obviously setting up to some kind of twist. It could be Carol, I don't fucking care. But it's setting up to some kind of twist. And this one... just kind of dumb. The morality of the knight. I'm giving it a 3.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Fully morally
fountain creators. Oh, I hate it. I hate the errors that happen. This is not intentional. the shit here with the paragraphing, that just kind of happens on
Yeah.
its own. That's dumb. I'm sorry. Look at this. The night and Chris seems to have made plans. What did I?
Formatting error.
No, this is Chris and the Knight and Chris seems to have planned all the Dark Worlds, so it would have. That's not grammatically correct. I just added a word there that's not supposed to be there. I'm sorry. Typos like that happen. Ugh, whatever. Didn't you see this when you did the survey?
I might have looked at it. And
Bruh.
I was just like, okay.
Bruh, you didn't say. We were doing the playtesting to see if there were weird errors.
I'm gonna be honest, when I was doing the playtesting, I was not. I was trying to do it fast, right? Because like you were going to bed soon. So I kind of skimmed through some of it because of that. Which is not good for playtesting. But
well, now I know that when I playtest my epic video game called Undertale 3000. Okay, Noelle is not going to make the chapter for 5 Dark World, but it's not, like, impossible.
Unless we're also doing Noelle's house, then maybe she'll make it.
I don't think this is going to happen.
In order for Noelle to make the fountain to have it make sense, we'd have to be doing at least 2 in Chapter 5.
Yeah. I think it's pretty likely that Chris will make the chapter 5 Dark World. I'm giving this one a 9. It needs higher votes.
Yeah.
I don't think Asgore is doing shit. I don't actually like this theory.
I would not give Asgore 1. I understand.
I'm sorry. I'm giving it a 2. I think it's pretty unlikely, but there's a slim chance it might happen. But it's just
I think it's more likely than the Roaring Knight making the fountain, to be honest. But I still think Chris is most likely overall.
Well, I don't think Asgore's gonna make it because he's not on the epic Gunner Maker list. He's not very wonderful, according to Gastro. Only Chris, Susie, and Noelle are.
Yeah.
It's that big Garner Maker theory. I had that before the new
That's true,
released.
and that's definitely, I would say, pulls Asgore back. But
yeah.
I don't think it necessarily, like, takes him off the table completely, just because this theory seems like it's going to be true.
Yeah, that's why I'm giving it a 2 instead, because objectively, with the theory I have and believe in, it would be a 1, but I'm giving it a 2. I'm being niceys.
Okay. We'll see what happens.
I wanted it to not be true.
I think Chris will make the fountain. I do think
Yeah, I think Chris will make the fountain. I think that's pretty likely. Okay. Roaring Causer summaries. Oh, these are big. No one. Because it's just a baited switch. That's so good.
The roaring and how it's discussed, I feel like is a bit of a misnomer. Right? I don't necessarily think it's necessarily about, like, we'll cause the roaring. More so it's a matter of who will make the final Dark World. That seemingly is the Angel's Heaven sort of thing, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think the Susie one is underrated. I'll say that.
Maybe. That's somewhat true. I see it.
I like the Susie one because I think it makes sense. Enough with her character. But Noelle also makes plenty of sense. I think they're both pretty good. It doesn't really make sense for the Knight or Chris to cost a roaring because, you know, the Knight... We've seen them make, like, a big Neo fountain in the Chapter 4. That's, like, the big climax. Yeah. They could have cost a roaring by now, so it's not gonna be, like... It's not gonna be something like that,
yeah,
I feel.
I don't think the Knight will cause it. The Knight might not even be alive by the time Chapter 7 rolls around.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
We'll see.
No, oh shit, I should have... I thought about preparing that, but then I never did. You know what, I can just look that up. Piano. Hey, did you get... Yeah, I don't see anyone talking about this, but, like... Susie's leitmotif is very clearly in the Dark Truth. It has...
I think that's true. I don't know. Yes. I haven't really listened to it that closely.
Mm. Well, I'll just use it with this epic virtual online pianist piano. Just to prove an epic point. I don't know how I discovered it. I don't know. How the hell did I discover it? I don't know. I talked about it. I've talked about it in the video earlier. Why is it warming up piano? You don't need to warm up your piano. Why does it need to be warm? Okay, there we go. Okay. No. Are you kidding me?
I don't know what's wrong.
Ugh.
Is it like really lagging for some reason?
No. It's worse. It's like coming out of the computer instead of my headphones.
Okay, well, maybe you don't have to necessarily show it off.
Okay, well... okay, well, then... both melodies. If we put them, transcribe them to the same key of, like, I don't know, A minor. We have this interval jump from D to G. And then we get, like, it kind of repeats itself, and then another repetition from... with the notes being... instead of it jumping up to G, goes up to... all the way up to B. So, da 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 na 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 na. That's the same interval jumps and it's changing like that or whatever. I'm not that great with explaining myself, but I think I showed off well. Well, the word I think I'm fine enough with how I explain myself, but the word choice could be better. I don't know. I'm not doing this scripted, okay? Okay. What was my top pick in the chapter 2 days? Oh, I had never considered not caring, and I'd not ever considered not being there. I had never considered not being in the community. Okay, I considered Des. Chris was my top pick. I didn't like Carol. I technically considered Oberon Smog. I didn't like Alvin Knight. I considered Vessel. I didn't like Gaster. I didn't like Astral. I didn't like Papyrus. I didn't like Team Up. I considered...
Well, you didn't like Team Up?
Yeah, I technically didn't.
Damn.
But I did think that it made... Well, I didn't really see your Death Knight theory as like a Team Up Knight, really.
Oh, well, I always saw it as a Team Up.
Okay.
Sort of situation.
This was my top pick. Chris Susi Noel Knight. Basically that anyone that makes a fountain is the knight of that dark world, and Chris is like the main knight that we're currently like... I don't know. That's the person who's made the fountain so far. And the other people that will make fountains is Susie and Noel, you know? They're considered very wonderful by Gaster and the Godmaker list. That's why they're separated from everyone else. That's why they get a separate reaction. It's also why they're the 3 people uses examples by Queen. About like how anyone can make a fountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. So far, that theory hasn't been... Oh yeah, it's about Leitners. It's all Leitners that Gaster react to. And like it seems like Des is not a normal Lightner anymore, so that's why she isn't on the list. Which was something I proposed in my... Wait, was it? No. Well, I did propose different reasons for why Des wasn't on the list, but that is my current belief for why Des isn't on the list. So this theory hasn't been debunked. Gerson has been in the list. You know, Gerson has been in the Dark World. It seems like the other characters on the list will appear. I didn't like 7 Days, 7 Nights. It's a fun video. New character night also sucks.
7 Days, 7 Nights is it was just okay. There were some questionable picks in the theory that pulled it down, I would say, for the most part.
Next. Oh, I don't know. We can talk about it later. Oh shit, Closet Night. This one sucks. This one's still terrible. It was terrible in the Chapter 2 era. It's still terrible now.
Yeah, it still doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
it really doesn't.
Teleportation Class 9. This is a superior one. It used to do
You
better
skipped
on
over
the survey.
the other hiding one.
Yeah, I know. I'm just skipping to this one because this is a superior theory.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, I just not only does it just still not really make sense for the knight to make the fountain when Noelle and Burley are in the room for like a bunch of different reasons.
It's really dumb. It makes everyone stupid. It makes Noelle stupid, it makes Burley stupid, it makes the knight stupid.
It doesn't make any sense at all how the knight could possibly both enter the library in the middle of the day and then also leave the library in the middle of the day without anyone seeing them.
Without everything...
We're like, oh, they go into ball form. It's like, even ball form, like, they would still be spotted by people. And also, it's like, can they even go outside in the middle of the day when the sun is shining? If that's the case, then why are they even doing the night plan at all to begin with?
Yeah.
Why not just return home? It's like, sure, they come back as, like, a shadow demon, but, like, I don't think anyone would care that much. It wouldn't be that big of a deal.
With how elaborate the night plan is, like... how everything else about it is very elaborate, it would just make it really dumb if this one part of it is just dumb. Like, oh, they're hiding in the closet instead of doing something else. This is just not smart. Oh, this one's fine. It's just only in chapter 4. This one's still not great because it doesn't answer why the first dialogue is the way it is. This one doesn't answer why the first dialogue is the way it is.
Yeah. The problem is, the bigger issue with Closet Knight overall is no matter how it gets answered, is that it seems just very needlessly dumb. Like, it just doesn't need to be here.
Yeah.
Toby just did not need to write it this way. He could have just written it so that the knight sneaks in at nighttime when no one's looking and makes the fountain.
Well, this is now.
And that would have been fine. But I don't know why he was so hell-bent on the closets.
Okay. Yeah. Well, this theory does answer some few questions, like, why did Chris have to be the one that made the Chapter 3 Dark World? And it's because, let's just read the summary. The knight would have...
I get the feeling that the closets are also going to be relevant to Rouse getting around the Dark Worlds.
Oh, probably. Maybe, actually, yeah. Well, yeah, let me just read this. The knight would have been spotted by now, so some think regular Closet Knight doesn't work at all. So, the Closet dialogue means that they can teleport, and like I said, it kind of answers why Chris had to make the Chapter 3 Dark World, because every Dark World location not by Chris is made somewhere where there is a closet. Castle Town is a closet, and Card Kingdom is next to Castle Town, and Cyberworld has a closet, and the church has a closet. But, like, the Dreamer House doesn't really have one, or where desk can, like, access. So, it gives an explanation for why Chris had to make the Dark Fountain. And it also, the knight has supernatural powers, so they can do stuff like this. They can morph and shit. And also, the doors in Chapter 1 and 2. It's, like, setting up how the knight travels, because those are, like, teleporting doors. And it feels pretty in line with how the other weird stuff that Toby is setting up without you realizing it, like Roots, the small houses in Chapter 2. That's setting up Roots, or whatever. So the doors was also secretly setting up the teleportation closet shit.
Yes.
Without people realizing it. Yeah. Oh, I looked at the text responses for this one earlier. I saw some people being like, "Oh, it doesn't make sense because the knight has to carry Undyne around." It doesn't say that. I don't know. That's kind of silly. Or I don't know. I had to add this one part where I'm like, okay, the only time the knight is running around in Hometown is when kidnapping Lightners who can't teleport. The Lightners can't teleport, so the knight can't bring them around.
The whole point is that she's like a Titan. She's got extra special darkness powers. That doesn't necessarily mean that she'd be able to do it. Yeah.
Oh, one person said one person literally says in the chat that the knight is associated with closets for thematic reasons, not lore reasons. And this theory actually literally proposes that, that they're like a monster.
Yes, yeah. I
closet.
agree that it's there for like lore reasons, right? Like Toby's like, oh, like the knight is the boogeyman in the closet, you know, like it's about that sort of idea, right? It's very Monsters Inc. associated, which is the big reason why I think it is teleportation closet night, because that's the whole idea with Monsters Inc. and stuff, is that, oh yeah, the monsters teleport into the closets, right? That's why it's teleportation closet night. On top of all the other teleportation doors stuff that's also seen throughout the game, also specifically in connection to Gaster. So I think teleportation is like the answer. Mayor
Mayor
Money
Money
Tunnels
Tunnels.
might be the answer, but like it's just another means of fast travel, right? It's no meaningfully different than teleportation. It's just explaining the fast travel closets in a different manner.
Yeah, but it is a little bit silly, to be honest.
Maybe. You could argue it's less silly than teleportation.
I guess.
It depends on like how you view it.
Well, it's silly if it's Des.
Maybe. I think the idea that there's a bunch of like trap doors connecting to the shelter in like key public buildings in the town makes a good amount of sense. Right? Like, especially considering it's like, where are the closets located? In the school, in the library, and in the church. Right?
I guess.
Those are key public buildings. It would make sense that they would have access points into the
shelter.
Oh,
that's why the knight couldn't appear in chat. That's why the knight couldn't make the chapter through their ground.
Yeah. So
well, I'm giving it a 4.
Mayor Money Tunnels.
Well, I'm giving it a 4 regardless.
It's not bad. I think it's equally as likely the teleportation. I think there's a bit more points towards teleportation just because of the teleporting closet doors in like the Dark Worlds, you know?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of prefer that one. This one's just... I mean, Toby has already done stupid shit like that, but whatever. I don't want
just
this
like
one to be true.
it's just another Mike thing. It would be really fucking funny if we find out that the person who was in the closet in chapter 4 was actually Alvin, who the knight stuffed in there. That would be the funniest thing ever. It would be so fucking funny that I would forgive Toby for the bullshit.
You know what I actually think. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, another thing that was kind of brought up here was that the Chris isn't willing to open the door in chapter 4. I think I know what I believe now. I finally put my foot down on what I believe there, because I thought about this. So because Lightners can't teleport, so the knight has to bring the Lightners and run around with them in the light world to, like, I don't know, kidnap them somewhere. I don't know. So I think the knight is in fact in the closet with Alvin, and Chris isn't opening the Dark Fountain because the knight is hiding
Alvin's
there.
also in the closet, but the knight is there too.
Yeah, because
the knight is kidnapping Alvin.
Yeah, and the knight can't teleport because, you know, they have Alvin there.
Okay, I'll believe it.
Yeah, because Alvin can't teleport because he's just a lightner. Yeah, so the knight has to wait until Chris and Susie are gone, and Chris won't open it because Alvin's in there. So yeah, that's my explanation for that.
Yeah, that might be true.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we should go to the next.
Yeah. I don't like the mics. I think the mics are dumb. I just want to say that. I
haven't bothered to do the mic fight, to be honest.
I did the mic fight. I did the mic fight. I don't know, it's a strange gimmick. It's fun enough, but I don't like the characters. I think they're... Yeah. I don't like the concept. I think they're a bit annoying. Well, I don't think they're that annoying, but they're just...
Whatever.
Yeah. The static... I'm surprised that this one is doing the best out of these 3. But also... Color? Yeah, Carol Coroller. I know.
Wow.
Oh, someone's saying Lightners can't teleport. Okay, explain Sans.
Well, Sans can teleport because he has the Gaster Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Right? He's Rick and Morty. So he's using his, like, Rick portals and Gaster bullshit.
Sans is both Rick and Morty? That's fucked up.
No, Sans is Rick. Papyrus is Morty.
Wait. Okay, so Sans is the grandfather of Papyrus?
No. Don't worry
Okay.
about it. It's not
Okay.
literal.
Okay, okay. I don't like this color bullshit. This is also like red herring bullshit. It's the game very
Yeah.
the game very obviously want you to believe that it's Carol because she comes home at the same time. It feels just more like it's there just to make you believe that Carol is the knight, and it's just more like a coincidence. And
I think
then
yeah, because the thing is, it's like from the first call, it's very, very clear that the phone caller is the knight, right?
Yeah.
But then the second call is meant to make you think that the caller is Carol. But then the third call is so clearly Des and is also the knight that it's just like impossible. But then also there's a fourth call specifically from Carol that is completely different and is perfectly normal on the weird route.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, I don't know.
But it's also up against Chris's ear, so it's like people are using that to argue for it.
The second call is also up against Chris's ear. The second call also isn't on speakerphone.
It isn't?
No. Chris puts the phone up to their ear, and it still has the Sattery text box.
Okay, what?
Yes.
Are you insane? Why is this series popular then?
Then let's not forget that the final call in the normal route, right? When in Chris's room, the phone fucking answers itself. It doesn't go to voicemail. It just answers itself. And also that call is happening while Chris is like about to jump out the window.
I was gonna give this a 5. I'm giving this a 4.
Specifically in response to the actions Chris is performing, because they don't call Chris in the weird route where Chris doesn't do that, which means that the knight can physically see what Chris is doing.
Yeah, that's so
when
strange.
They're calling them on the phone. So it has to be the knight because it's so weirdly supernatural. That's not possibly from Carol.
Yeah. Okay, I wasn't able to explain what I want to say because Chestnut fucking interrupted me. Fucking evil.
Yeah.
Fucking evil ass motherfucker.
Yes.
I shouldn't swear too much. It's gonna get demonetized. I don't know, it doesn't matter. I'm a small channel. I hugging love you. How do you feel about that? That I hugging love you.
Oh, yes.
Okay, but I wasn't able to explain what I want to say. The game is very obviously doing some shit where it's like the first time you play it, you're supposed to think that it's Carol, and then when you later learn that the knight is Des, it gets like recontextualized, and it's like, oh, it's actually Des that Chris is calling. You know, it's just Des. You know, it's pretty normal to do that when writing like a twist. You kind of recontextualize something. You think it's one thing, and then it turns out it was another thing, and you realize that when you go back to it. It's paragraphing weird. It would be good. Actually, I don't really care because the caller stuff is very obviously just bullshitting. It's very vague on purpose that it could just be anything.
The caller stuff is like intentionally confusing. It's meant to obfuscate what Carol's exact role is, right? It's both meant to make you think that Carol is the knight, but also maybe make you think that she's working with the knight instead, like Chris was. But the whole thing is very confusing, and it's very possible that Carol is just not working with the knight, because it's like, you look at what Asgore's doing, right? Where does Asgore's doing stuff?
Yeah.
Is Asgore also working with the knight? Doesn't feel
That's something we'll get to very soon, I don't actually care if any of these is true or not, because the color stuff is very intentionally vague on purpose, but I do have an idea. Yeah, I do have an idea of...
If it's group call, then that's fine, you know.
That's pretty likely. I'm giving it a 7. Next one. I think this is conspiracy theories. That's a funny category name. I had to name it that because it's funny. Because, you know, conspiracy theories, that's a real thing. Okay. Fun Gang. I've seen some people give Des the Fun Gang one, but
I mean, she kind of is working with them. She's making sure that they're doing their thing, right?
I guess.
She's working with Chris, and Chris is working with the Fun Gang. So essentially, she's working with the Fun Gang.
That's not how that works, I think. Okay. I'll be giving this one unsure. So. I'm also giving this one unsure. I don't... Carol is... You could make... Carol is not
Carol's
working
with the knight.
I don't think Carol's working with herself. Okay.
I think she is.
I think. Oh wait, why am I giving that one unsure? No. Wait, no, I do think it's unsure. Yeah. Oh yeah, Chris is working with all three. Chris is working with the fun gang, the knight, and Carol is triple truces foreshadowing.
Yeah.
But
if
I'm unsure.
If Chris is a double agent for Carol and is actively intentionally going to backstab her, and that was always part of the plan, is Chris really working with Carol?
Well, okay. That's not what that means. It just means more like Chris. Well, it's what the triple truces are.
I suppose.
Chris is
okay, yeah, no, it's part of the triple truces, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm really unsure if Des and Carol are working together. There's a high chance it might be, or they might be separate. I don't know. Same with Carol. Asgore. I think there's a. I'm gonna do the same here. I think there's a high.
Definitely working with Carol.
Yeah, there's a chance he might not be. Or actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this.
I think Alvin working with Carol is like a decently high chance of being likely.
Yeah, I'm doing this.
Just because he should have a code.
Yeah. Noel, no alliance. No alliance, no alliance. Gaster. What did I give Gaster?
I think I gave him unsure.
Yeah, I'm giving it unsure. Carol is the real mastermind of the conspiracy. I'm giving this one a 7.
I think that's a really fun theory.
I'm giving all of these a 7.
I think it has a lot of narrative potential to be good.
Semantics.
Yeah.
That's agreement conspiracy. I would
be talking about the other thing.
Agreement theory. I kind of prefer something else besides agreement theory. This one's doing pretty bad, Chris being the real mastermind.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Even though I think it's a bit more likely. Because, like, Chris would have had to gone out of their way to find Des, assuming that Carol isn't the mastermind. And so then afterwards, they would have had to both agree on the plan. And considering how much of the plan involves, like, say, Susie, a person who came to town after Des disappeared, and a bunch of other stuff, Chris would have been the one to have to mastermind a lot of this plan. Like, especially fill Des in on, like, what the current state of the town is. Like, their plan consists of, you know, going to the Flower King and stuff. So
you're lagging a little bit.
Like, the plan consists of going to Flower King and stuff, so it's like,
no, poor Chestnut.
Dust was around. But yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna explode. Which means we have to go to the next one before I explode. Oh my god, can we do it? Oh, okay, it's a little while from now. Okay. The girl is Noelle. I don't think the girl is Caddy. And I don't think the girl is Noelle either. I think the girl is just Des. It's what has it
makes so much.
Whoa, are you okay? Chestnut. Chester! What is going on with this boy? Oh, there you go. Hey, boy.
Yeah, I guess there's just some lag.
Damn, it's so weird.
Okay.
You guys,
I think I'm back.
Yeah. Yeah, it just kind of has to be Des for the whole night plot line to work.
Yeah. It just makes the game demonstrably better.
Okay, yeah. Oh man, it was even the stream was glitching out. Yeah, we were just talking about it was just glitching out a little bit and such, and we were just talking about how the girl that Chris played with, that Ram mentions, it just kind of has to be this for the whole night plot line to work, you know, because they bring up the old old locations that eventually become the Dark Worlds, like.
Yeah. I mean, I think people who don't believe in Dust Knight would definitely think Noelle is the girl. But then on top of that, I've still seen a lot of people who do believe in Dust Knight who still think it's Noelle for some reason.
That's weird.
even though it makes so much more sense that it's just Des. But you know, people, it's how it is.
I think they're teaming up with the Knight by choice.
Yeah,
I would not be
same.
surprised. They're
I
not
think it would
teaming
be
up
good or
unwillingly.
preferable.
I think it would be pretty bad if they were unwillingly doing that. This one's doing well for some reason.
I don't think it really makes sense because Chris would have had to have logically. Chris would have had to have been the one to go find Des first.
Yeah. Now, are they teaming up with the Knight? But that they will betray them.
Potentially.
I
don't think Chris will. Yes, I think.
I think there's a chance. I think they're gonna stay loyal, but there's definitely a chance.
I feel like there's way more setup for Susie to crash out super hard on Chris than it is for Chris to betray Des overall.
Definitely. Des wants to be human. I like this one.
I think this theory's solid. I think it's good. Yeah. It's one of my theories. I think it parallels Chris well.
Yeah. It's an improvement from like Des being a human in a lot of ways.
Des being a human is bad.
Well, it had potential, but this is a lot better, and I like this more.
I don't know. There's just the weirdness of like Des having a ton of human soul pillows in her closet.
Yeah. Well, stuff. Okay, well, I'm just more so talking about like the old chapters.
Yeah. No, Des is a human theory is never good.
Them swapping souls though.
Mm-hmm.
I could see this
I think it's possible.
Well, it's possible.
Yeah.
So I'm giving it a 6 or a 5.
I think it's a cute idea. Mm-hmm. If it ended up being true, I wouldn't be too surprised. I think it'd be neat.
Not surprised.
It's
this
also
not
like
doing
this
great.
is gotta keep in mind that this is Death's third entity, right?
All right.
Yeah. Which I think is fine. I think it helps explain the supernatural element regarding how Des is like able to be aware of like Chris, like surroundings and stuff, like how if she's the caller, right? She was able to know that Chris was going up to the window and stuff.
Chestnut, it's Zenny.
Yeah, hi Zenny.
Okay, whoa, I'm already at the song with vocals again. I gotta skip ahead.
Yeah.
There we go. Sorry. I don't want there to be vocals in the background while I'm talking and Chestnut's talking. That'll be distracting.
Yeah.
Okay.
When it comes to the night plan stuff, I do think Chris is like somewhat conflicted about it, but not necessarily unwilling. It's more so a case of they're not happy about their current situation. Because their current situation is absolutely just fucked, right? They're in a really bad situation. They don't want to be in this situation, obviously, but they're trying to get the best outcome for both themselves and Des, and that requires a lot of sacrifice.
Yeah.
You know.
I wish this one did a little better earlier when it had less results, but I wish it did better. Actually, no. These two are doing worse. This one's like also doing worse, but it mostly has a bunch of 5s. I guess it's because people aren't reading what the theory says because they're dumb and stupid or whatever. This one's pretty cool. This one's pretty in depth. Why did I give this a 5? Why did I give this a 5? I think this is a pretty great theory.
Yeah, you should give it like at least an 8.
I'm giving it a 9. Well, I was like, yeah, this is a pretty good theory for a long while, but lately, looking more into it, it's like, kind of realized how fucking good this is. This is like really interesting.
I think it's a very strong theory.
There's a lot of evidence pointing towards it. Let's just read through it because it's definitely worth a read.
I think it's just a matter... The only thing holding me back is simply a matter of... There's about as much evidence for Chris to make Chapter 1 as there is for Des, to be honest.
Okay. Well, I think this is worthy of a read, so I'm going to read through all of it. Most of this summary is just kind of... these parts of the summary gets taken over to these two summaries because they're kind of intertwined with this one. But let's read it. Something Des and Chris switch between making fountains because of how mutual the night plan is and how involved Chris is in it. Rand talks about a girl Chris used to play with and playing make-believe with the laptop and king cards. And that girl was Des. The old make-believe they did is also what became the eventual Dark Worlds they make together. Ram says Queen was on her side and that King was on your side, aka Chris's side, While Des is slightly older, she was really into IC cryptid hunting, even for someone her age. The mentions of the night in Chapter 1 and Chapter 3 are also ambiguous with, the phrasing, the night appeared. Both for those two chapters, not with, Chapter 2 or, 4, I think. Whoa, that's someone with Siva. The real Siva Gunner is in our chat. Holy shit. Yeah. Okay, back to reading this. King says he never actually met the Knight and only ever heard about them from Chris. And this is, different from, the fountain, Cyberworld fountain. Queen talks about, seeing the Knight and, the Knight's actions, which is very different from, the King, which kind of shows the King is separate with all of this stuff. And also, they both the Chapter 1 Dark World and Chapter 3 Dark World have a bunch of similarities. They both start with darker, gloomier areas, which don't appear in Cyberworld or in the Dark Century, along with the two puzzles, the one with the panel, the panels and the timer, and the Titan Eye, those two, and also the cages that you can the prison cages that you can find in both Dark Worlds. That's kind of weird. Oh, this one's pretty cool. Rousey says that Gerson can't be brought back to Castletown, and the only reason Abel is to exist in the Chapter 4 Dark World is because he was Des's teacher, old teacher, and she made that Dark World. So she would have known him. Which is why he's able to be a Dustner, Yes, which means that someone else would have had to have made the Dark World for the Grand Fountain, the Closet, And this is the one that really did it for me. I find this one pretty interesting. At Noel's house, Chris will play some songs typical prophecy the prophecy themes, the legend and stuff. But for they'll play music for Lancer, Rules, Antenna, but nothing for Queen or anything like that. Music from Chapter
Chris
2.
Will only play music from Chapters 1, 3, and one song from Chapter 5 as well, and then I guess the final prophecy song, which is probably Chapter 7.
Yeah, I don't know if I haven't thought about it in that way, but yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. They mostly play music from Chapters 1 and 3, but then they'll also play a song from Chapter 5.
Yeah.
Which I would argue is also more evidence that Chris will make the Chapter 5 fountain as well.
Yeah, some people have theorized that one of the songs there is from the Flower Shop Dark Worlds. Yeah, I think this one's pretty.
Well, it's not theorized. It was revealed in a newsletter.
Oh, right. I remember that. Yeah, sorry, he said that. He said that it's the song that spoils the least, except for the fact that
it's the Flower Chain Shop theme.
Yeah. Chris made the...
Yeah,
if I'm giving that one a 9, I'm giving this one a 9. Which one do I prefer more? I'm giving both of them a 9. I kind of prefer Card Kingdom over Castletown.
I think both have about equally as likely chance to be made by Chris.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's still decently likely that they're made by the Knight, though, just because of the closet shit.
Mm-hmm.
But, in my opinion, I don't think it matters that much as long as Chris or the Knight made Castletown. That's the thing that's really important for me.
My phone is on 5%, so you kind of have to take over reading chat.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Someone in chat here earlier said that they used to think the girl was Noelle, but it being Des plays really nice with Des Knight. It's because Des's age. They think, because they thought they
Uh,
were a little bit
I
too
think
old.
people just overestimate the age gap between the kids. Like, I think a good way to like frame it is like, remember Caddy and Caddy? Yeah, they have the same age gap as like Noelle and Des and Chris and Azriel. So
Yeah.
like compare Caddy and Caddy. Look at those two, right? We know that the older one's 19. You know, the Caddy has a job, so she's probably at least 16. It's about so their age gap should be about 2-ish years, give or take.
Yeah. Okay. Here's an interesting one. This one didn't do all that great. That's fair. It does have one glaring hole. We've even talked about it in a video I'm currently editing, or actually I finished editing it.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna release for a little bit. Sorry. Yeah, it's that the night does the nighting. So, but Chris makes the dark world. I think on this one, it's not one I love, but it technically almost works.
It almost works if it wasn't for the closets and Gerson.
Yeah, Gerson. Yeah, the Gerson. Well, it's mostly just Gerson for me, really.
Like if the closet night stuff wasn't there and Gerson wasn't there, then I'd say it could work pretty well. But
because Chris would have had the ability to make the Castle, Town, Card Kingdom, and Cyberworld Dark Worlds with the timeline that we have. There isn't anything in the way that's stopping them from doing that, from what it looks like. But there's one that you might think of. The Dark Sanctuary. That one might look impossible. Because we're with them with their perspective, and Susie, like going to Noelle's house. So how the hell could Chris have made the Dark Sanctuary Dark World? Well, there's a short time where we're away from Chris, and there's a power outage at the house, and with that, the cell is down at the basement. Susie and Noelle get involved and such, and other stuff happens. And with that there, we don't see Chris. And Chris would have had the time to get out and make the fountain at the church. And there's also this I don't know if this door point really makes that sense. They could have actually no, they could have maybe not wanted to be seen by Noelle and Susie, but there is a door in the kitchen that we can't access normally at all. It's just there for some reason, and the reason why it's been placed there by Toby is because that's how Chris gets out, and it's there so Chris can get out and make the Dark World.
Yeah, theoretically. I feel like here's the thing. Even if this was true somehow, it would still require Death's third entity to also be true. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
And then we would also then still need Shadow Projection Night to be true on some level.
Wait, what?
Because
why?
of the Gerson stuff. Because otherwise, how could Chris make a fountain that could house Gerson?
Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
But if Chris had Death's soul, and that's why Chris and the Knight's wills are the same, because Chris is both Chris and also Death, and vice versa at the same time.
Yeah.
Then it could make sense.
Yeah.
But
that's it. That's if you wanted to fix those holes. I guess.
But it's not necessarily more likely than regular, Night non-third entity stuff, right?
Yeah.
It also still doesn't really tackle the closet shit.
Yeah. That gets kind of ignored. I'm giving it a 5.
Just didn't have the closet. It could have just been Chris Death's third entity.
Yeah. Oh, this was basically just true that Death is no longer a proper Lightner.
Yeah, that's. I think that's pretty.
What is Chris's morality? 5? I don't know.
They're sacrificing police next week.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
also, we're supposed to we're also supposed to sympathize with them.
They did get, they're still stolen by demons and stuff.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 5.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Holiday family theories. It's. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Zenny is talking about the girl being Des. Yeah, I agree with you,
Yeah.
Zenny. You're so right, Zenny. You're like the smartest person ever. Chat member. Okay. Carol likes the player. I see people really liking this one. It looks like there's a chance. It likes the player in what way, though?
Yeah, I mean, you could have also rephrased this to Carol is aware of the player.
Yeah, I guess I
Also
could have
likes.
done that. Yeah.
But I don't think there's that much of a meaningful distinction.
I'll give it a
between the
7
two.
then, because of that
Yeah.
naming. Carol is
I
pro
mean,
weird
it
root.
depends on if she's
sorry.
a part of the Night Conspiracy or not. Because if she is a part of the
Yeah.
Night Conspiracy, she definitely knows. If not, then that's just a red herring to make
Yeah,
you
but
think
what's
she's
with
a part of it.
Yeah, but why does she say you in red text? Like, another thing. She says you twice in this sentence. As you know, you are welcome here anytime, and that second you is red. It's weird that she says you twice.
A lot of red text, though, is specifically in reference to stuff Chris does and not the player, though.
Fair.
Like in chapter 2, Tori will be like, the tires looked like they were slashed, and slashed is in red text, and that's highlighting something Chris did.
It's foreshadowing for Chris Slash.
Yeah.
I'm good. Carol is pro weird root. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't think it's out of the question.
I don't think it's out of the question.
But that's another thing
really
about the whole, like, is Carol aware of the soul? Because if she is, then she does seeming to be weirdly pro weird root, right?
Yeah. Maybe.
And it's like,
Bro,
to me, that's another point pointing against that she's aware of the Night Conspiracy.
She's like Shinji's dad or some shit. That's what
The Japanese
she reminds me
Carol
of.
gets extremely familiar speaking with the player. Like the way she talks about the soul is very, let's be besties.
It's extremely familiar speaking. Huh. Let's see. Player Junior. I love this name. On the naming department, this theory gets a 10 out of 10. I love this name. It's very
I'm pretty
funny.
sure the lore pit came up with that name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing copyright doesn't exist. Am I right?
I wrote that thing. You asked me to write for it.
Oh yeah, you wrote the summary.
Yeah. The player junior theory is the theory that in the weird root, the player has inserted a fragment of their soul into Noelle that is now incubating inside her.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
It's very weird, but it's sure it can happen. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm giving it a 6. It's weird. Character morality of Carol. I think I'm just gonna give it a 4. Slightly worse than Chris. I think from last time I looked, Carol was considered more morally evil than the Knight, which is so weird.
Yeah.
I should charge
really
my
depends on like whether or not she's.
Oh, my music! It's not playing. There we go. I'm starting from the start again, and you guys get to hear the epic music by your Sharuba. Okay, keep talking.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom really quick, but I'll be back in like just 1 minute.
No, I have to entertain you guys with just me. What am I gonna do? I have to charge my phone.
It'll be fine. I'll be back in a second.
It's on 2%. Okay, you guys hear that music? Wait a minute. Actually, no. No, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, there we go. Awesome sauce. Okay. Did I? I said awesome sauce out loud. Okay, I'm gonna increase the music by 1. There we go. That's great. I hope you guys like the music. What do you guys think of the music? I can't see what you guys are saying. I'm gonna have to ask Chestnut what you guys are saying. Character melody of Carol. What am I gonna... Do I continue without Chestnut? You know, he's a very talkative guy. and I get all this time for myself, I'm not gonna spend it to be as talkative. Yes, I fucking will. I'll talk over the silence. I'll talk all over you guys. I'll talk over the stream. None of you are gonna be able to fucking chat or write anything. I'll send in random messages. I'll write random messages. Just in 1 second. I have to do something real quick, which is to rate this theory. This one's not doing all that great for some reason. I mean, this one's the one that's kind of true. But also, I don't really care. But also, conceptually, I don't think this is a bad theory conceptually. But obviously, you have there are some things holding it back here a lot. But, most people are just rating it based around the big glaring error in the theory that it has this file name. So people are like, oh, there's no way I can accept this theory because of the logic of it. They don't even want to consider, like, I don't know, the story potential maybe. But did I give this a 7? No. 7? I don't actually care. I mean, I like the idea actually, but it's not true. So I guess I gotta give it an. I gotta objectively. I gotta be a little bit more objective. So I'm giving it a 9.
Back.
Hello.
Back.
You missed me talking about the slash theories.
Okay.
Anyways, I asked.
Slash a 7.
No, 6. I give it a 6.
Yeah. Okay.
A 6.
Sorry,
Yeah, it's more of a 5 or 6, but I do like the idea quite a bit. But obviously, it's not true, unfortunately. Are people? I asked.
Yeah.
What are people saying in it?
True. Oh, somebody talk about. They're still talking about Player Junior, but
yeah.
Soul L in the weird root specifically is like basically true whether or not Player Junior is real or not.
Soul L. That's a funny.
Yeah.
Wait, Soul L. That's a funny name.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did some funny shit while you were gone. You missed all of it. You can look at the stream chat and see what they say and respond to what I did.
I don't think they said anything.
Okay. Well, not yet because it's I don't know. Other slash theories. All of these are
everybody
ones.
knows Rousey slash is really good though. Let's be real here.
Is it? That's pretty good. I'm giving it a 6.
Yeah. Rousey slashed Susie, and then he slashed himself. He had to take one for the team, you know.
Yeah, are people? I asked if my music was okay or whatever. People responding to that. It's fine if you don't. Gaster knows which Lightners will enter the Dark Worlds. This theory has become a lot more popular with the new Dark World, with the new chapters.
Yes, this was your
because of the Gunner Maker list. But people are missing out on the superior theory. Oh! Coughing.
Like intentional?
That was partially. I coughed real, and then I over exaggerated it. But people are missing out on this theory that I have already briefly talked about it. But Chris, Susie, and Noelle get like a separate reaction with like how interesting when you give the name to what your name is, like not the vessel's name, but your name. So yeah, you get how you're about to be someone very wonderful. You know, that's the thing. And the reason they get that separate reaction is because they're fountain makers. You know, so far Chris and Susie have made dark fountains. Dark fountains? Yeah, dark fountains. Dark fountains? Yeah, they made fountains. Yeah. And this is not the only time those have been brought up together in terms of like making fountains, you know? Queen used them as examples, you know, right after each other. Chris, Susie, and then Noelle. We've gotten Chris, and we've gotten Susie. So Noelle could very much be next. And she even talks about, like, who wants to be the new knight, you know? And such. It's pretty weird and funny.
Mhm.
I think this one's pretty likely. If it's I mean this one's also true. I would be disappointed. Is this one separate from that one? I'm gonna give it like that. Gaster wants to leave the fictional world. I don't know if anyone has made this comparison in the text responses, but I'm pretty sure there's like a FNAF game that kind of has this as a plot point or something for Glitch Trap. I think, I don't know. People made similar comparisons. People have made comparisons to stuff on like random theories on like the previous survey. Like, oh, this thing is like this thing. Oh, that's like that video game. That's like that TV show I watched. You know, what do I even think of this theory? I mean, it's not that bad, but conceptually, but I don't really have like. I haven't really seen. Well, he's definitely aware of like the real world. Like he canonically is aware of the pandemic from like a few years back, but leaving the fictional world, I don't really.
It depends on if he's in the fictional. It does. I don't know. It's Gaster theory. Gaster's confusing.
No. Okay, Gaster's Toby Fox, so he is already not in the fictional world. Character morality of Gaster. What am I supposed to give here? I'm giving it a 5. Gaster made the prophecy. This one's just confirmed. I believe this before the new chapters, basically. So
yeah
Gaster made the prophecy to be subverted.
Very surprising.
Yeah, this one's also pretty much true. Not surprised.
I don't know if I'd say it's true, but like it feels pretty likely that like the whole idea is he made it with the intent that you would subvert it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, you mean like this theory?
Yeah, Gaster made the prophecy to be subverted.
Yeah. Well, you have the like really vague roles though, like the girl. Like that could be Noelle, Des, or Susie, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Prophecy's breakability. Okay, I gotta listen. Can't be broken.
Can be broken. I think it's pretty breakable because the weird root exists. That feels like the let's break the prophecy root.
Mm-hmm. I'm giving it a 5. What is the next one? Oh, we're at the end already? What the fuck? Oh, I like streaming.
Yay.
I gotta pad it out as much as possible.
We've been going for 2 hours.
Yeah, but I've gone on for longer with other streams.
Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, let's go. Sealing the Grand Fountain.
What are we gonna do with the last? Is this a pre-record? This is not a pre-recording. We're talking live. I know who you are, Steven Clouds. Yeah, I know your brother, Steven Universe, and Steven Steven Ground. Okay, sealing the Grand Fountain. A lot of these theories are here in this category are very all over the place. Nobody can seem to agree on one, except I think these that are a little better. Sealing the Grand Fountain. This one doesn't. It technically, I think the puzzle pieces. I think the evidence fits, but it doesn't really make sense story wise for like the characters. I feel. I don't know.
Sealing Grand Fountain. I think here's the thing. How I feel about Sealing Grand Fountain is, I would not be surprised at all if that's a component of the final prophecy, but I don't think that is the final prophecy. That's not the I don't think that's the final tragedy. I think at most that'll just be like another thing that might happen.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I think it's possible that will happen, but I don't think that's the final tragedy. Right? If it's the final tragedy, I don't think that's a big enough deal. That's not a great enough loss, really, I don't think. Okay,
yeah. Giving it a 4. Yeah, something with the Grand Fountain is definitely going to happen, but I don't know if it's the final prophecy. Kill or something the girl. Oh, fuck! Shit!
What?
6 is missing!
Oh, how'd you fuck that one up?
I don't know!
Oh well.
Nobody said that when we were playtesting.
I didn't see it.
Ugh.
I don't know. Did it fuck up when you added the Chris one?
What do you mean Chris one? Oh, no.
You added
Maybe.
the Chris one later.
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
It's weird.
Well,
Someone else noticed.
I remember. Yeah,
Someone else noticed a similar error on a different theory. That was corrected. I don't know why they didn't notice this one.
I don't know.
You did a bad job. Now I'm mad. I'm gonna kill you. I want to give this a 6, but 6 is not here. What'd I do?
What do you mean you want to give it a 6? I'd just give it a 7 or a 5.
Okay, I'm giving it a...
Oh, come on. It's better than a 7. Noelle's ass is grass.
I'll give it this. There we go. Actually, no, I think I like the girl one more.
You think Susie's gonna die more likely than Noelle? I kind of agree.
Yeah. Because I
Susie
think
definitely has
you
a
can
lot
make
of
you could come up with like a
dark
night
flags.
motivation. You can come up with like a night motivation. For the
It
night
definitely
plan,
makes
like-
more sense for Chris in the night. You know, to want to have Susie die in the final tragedy as opposed to Noelle. Like if
Yeah.
they're doing the whole prophecy, but they know the final tragedy ends in Noelle dying, that feels like, why would they want that? Unless it was
Yeah.
like an oversight on their part, and they didn't realize that Susie's love was Noelle, and now they're just like hitting themselves in the head, being like, "Oh fuck, how did we manage to fuck this one up this hard? Damn it!"
I don't want to. I don't.
There's
I don't
so
want to.
much about the night plan and stuff in general where it's just like, okay, is this actually just part of their 10,000 IQ Keikaku and it just looks like they're fucking up, but that's actually what they wanted to happen anyway? Or are they just really fucking incompetent and keep fucking everything up? Right? Like, did they actually
Mhm.
want to kidnap Toriel or not? Did Chris not want Susie to get the guitar or not? Right? Like, what's going on?
Okay. Sealing the. I guess this one's likely, but I don't really care about the. None of. I feel like it's gonna be something a little. The final prophecy is gonna be something weird, something they haven't considered. I don't really know what, but none of these fully satisfy me. Even if there might be one that's really good, or something. I feel like it's gonna be something else, something more interesting. It might be the ending of the game. Time loop.
I think the final boss is going to be Susie Zilla versus Noelle Angel. I feel like that just has so much in setup. It's like crazy.
I don't know if time loop would work narratively, but I guess it makes sense with the pieces that are there.
Time loop
I don't
could maybe work. I don't know.
I'm giving it a 4.
I don't necessarily think it works well with the final tragedy as how it's being set up, though.
Yeah. Maybe, yeah.
I think it's
Rewrite the
it only
ending to
really
Toby
works
5.
specifically under the lens of like Susie being like, I don't want that to end. You know?
Yeah. Rewrite the ending to Deltarune.
Yeah.
That's a great one. Somehow, it's not the most unlikely shit ever, but I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're at the end.
It's
No, we're at
it's a
the
little
end.
goofy. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past Toby to
Do some shit like that.
do something like that. Yeah.
Oh look! Am I a fan of Sharuba or Chestnut and have taken the previous survey?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which did you answer here, Chestnut?
I put the first one.
Yeah, because you are a fan of me.
Yeah.
Am I confident? I was almost gonna give this a 6 by accident. It's probably either a 5 or 4.
I would say I'm confident about everything minus the Carol stuff.
Yeah, I'm
To
giving.
me, Carol feels like a big coin flip. To me. for me,
The
Carol
one
is like
theory,
the ultimate variable.
Yeah, the one
Right
theory
now.
I'm like super confident on is just the Garner Manipulus theory.
I love that theory. That's my baby. It's my baby. Don't
Yeah.
touch my baby. I care less, a little less, about like making and like. Well, I talk about them a lot with you and other
Literally
people.
just in theory YouTuber.
Okay, if I put this at 1, it would have been questionable.
Yeah.
Okay.
How much are you in the fan base? I mean, considering you're a content creator, I feel like that's a 10.
But I'm not like. I'm giving it an 8. 8. I'm not like. I'm not as interactive as I could be. I feel. I don't know.
Yeah, honestly, the rewrite the ending theory, it's not that bad in a lot of ways. I could see Toby. How I could see it happening is that there is an ending, right? But the ending sucks, and like Susie or Noelle dies or whatever, and then Susie is like turns to the camera and is like, "Player, this ending fucking sucks, but you have the power to change it." Right? I don't have the power, but you do. You gotta make a ROM hack where we get a happy ending, okay? Do that for me.
You
okay?
actually like that idea? You actually like that idea?
I could see it happening. I could see that being the fucking dream that Toby had. He had a dream about the end of a video game that had like a sad ending, and then the characters turn to the player and get like really meta, and are just like, "Please, player, make a ROM hack to give us a happy ending." I could see it happening.
I think that's I love that idea.
Yeah.
You know what? When you describe it like that, I'm gonna be kind. I'm gonna give it a 5. This is not what I want for Deltarune, but I'm giving it a 5.
Yeah, I could see it happening. The other alternative for like how the ending will be is that the game ends and then it cuts to live action footage of Toby waking up in his house and going, "Whoa, whoa, oh, whoa! It looks like it was all a dream." Oh no!
I like
That is
smoking.
absolutely the funniest fucking way Deltarune can end. I'm telling you, it is like,
Yeah.
it's Peem. I hope it ends like that because it would be so fucking funny.
Yeah. I like smoking. Evidence. Okay, this is an interesting one. Personal biases and baggages. Cool conceptually. Likelihood and logic. Logic.
Do you actually use logic when you do these things?
Well, preferably. Well, I feel like. I don't know. Somehow less. I'm using this less now. That's just more because the plot is very weird in Deltarune, and I feel like it's not really with this. It's more focused on other things now. Story potential. Giving it like this. Cool conceptually. Like this. Personal biases and baggages. I guess there's like one thing here. Or I guess there's one thing that kind of making it like a... Maybe there's like one personal baggage there. Yeah. I'm doing it like this. How often were the summaries used? Well, I had to write them, so...
Yeah.
How good are they?
I don't know.
They
might have been. They probably could have been a bit better here and there.
I'm giving them a 6. How much did I like the survey? It's kind of a 7 out of 10. Okay, now I gotta make it clear. I am Sharuba. Wait, people are gonna see that I'm writing this and then copy it.
Yeah, don't say that you're Sharuba. Don't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, don't do that when you're filling out the survey. I don't think anyone's gonna do it.
Okay, no. You know what? I'm gonna keep it. Actually, wait.
Put a
Okay,
secret
no.
pass
Okay.
number.
Wait. No. This is not the end of the stream. It's not the end of the stream.
Okay.
Wait. What the fuck? Okay. I'm just changing in the background. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna type a thing here. Nobody's gonna see what it is. Wait, people have been whatever. It doesn't matter. It's too. Wait. I gotta go.
It's okay.
Fuck. I have to change it.
It's fine. No one's gonna do that, Sharib.
No. I gotta make sure. Now that I've brought it up. Someone's gonna be a little nasty little freak and do it.
I don't think anyone's gonna do it.
Okay, there we go.
And you can just compare your answers.
Look, we're at the end of the survey. Credits. I made the survey.
Testing was so ass. I'm gonna be so honest.
Yeah, well, you were not the only one who place tested it. It was you and a bunch of other people. Where did I write that? Oh yeah, Black Chestnut, WoW, and a bunch of other friends helped with playtesting the survey. It was really cool. And they also help with like Chestnut helped with writing the summary for Player Junior, Crescent Death Swap, Souls, The Night is Not a Normal Lightener, Final Prophecy is to sacrifice the girls, love Earth the Girl, WoW is very cool, wrote the summary for Tulpa Frisk, Boulder, he's apparently a little big on Twitter, you might have heard of him, wrote the summary for Cressel. And Boulder and WoW made Tulpa Frisk. They wanted to be credited like that, I guess. And you for doing the survey, but it's me currently who's doing the survey, so that's like kind of cool.
Me.
Next.
Yeah.
Wait. Whoa? What's this? Oh my god. Did you guys know that Chestnut and we have like a series where we go through old theories and show results and such from like the survey? You know, we have like an old survey with like old chapter 2 theories. Whoa. I don't know. Whoa, that's kind of cool. You know, if I don't know if there are people here who are not from my channel, but if you are not, we have like a bunch of videos and such where you go through old theories and such. We have a bunch of hours of content. Worked endlessly on it, and we're coming out with some more soon. Hopefully before the chapter comes out. I want more time. I actually want more time with the current chapters. I hope the game releases in like late July or early August. That's my ideal time. I don't know how likely that is. I hope people are overestimating it. I really hope people are. Okay. Did I click next twice? Oh.
Maybe.
And please. Chapter 5 is releasing soon. Share the survey around so we can get as many results as possible. That'd be really kind.
Everybody watching the stream right now, make sure to go do the survey if you haven't already. Make sure to share it on all your social medias. Show it to your friends who play Deltarune.
It's
and all that
in
fun stuff.
Let me check if I'm pretty sure
share
it is
to your
the
favorite Deltarune Discord servers.
Yeah,
Post
it's
it to
in
Reddit
the
or whatever.
Yeah, it's in the description of this stream and also on my channel. Yeah, I want my own results sent on mail.
Share it on your Twitters, your Blue Skies, your Tumblrs. All that
Svaret it! I registrert! That's Norwegian. Now let's look at the results.
Yeah.
Damn, it's almost 400.
Nice.
Now we just have to let it wait. And also I gotta check my music and see where it is currently. Okay, that's where it is. We're not on any
if we manage to get like a good amount of results within this very short amount of time, that would be great.
Yeah. I still gotta share it with share it to Spooky Dude.
Yeah, I think Spooky Dude would definitely be interested in making a video on it. He's always looking for the next thing to make a video on.
Yay!
Easy views on his part, you know, just like, hey, fill out this survey, talk about some stuff. You know.
Yeah.
Can't ask for easier content, you know.
Yeah. And I literally put like a little fucking advertisement at the end of this survey. Also, by the way, it's gonna take a little bit to load. And we'll get to see some of the current results. It'll be interesting, won't it? I think it'll be interesting. Also, besides the theory survey videos, I want to get some other stuff on my channel is gonna come out. Hopefully, I'll get that finished. It's gonna, some other interesting stuff will come out besides the theory survey stuff. Yes, maybe some more music later this year, or maybe even earlier than later this year.
Yeah.
Damn, it's loading.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is who? They literally say Image Friend is a silly Easter egg and doesn't have any real evidence. Who? Spooky Dude?
Did Spooky Dude say that?
I don't know. Someone in the
Text
live
chat.
chat said
Yeah.
that they, and I don't know who they is.
I don't know. I think Andrew might have said that back in the chapter 2 days one time in a live stream. I remember. I think I remember vaguely recall that. But like that was kind of a reasonable take in the chapter 2 days to not
It's
assume
fair.
that Friend would be like this a centerpiece of the plot. You know.
I didn't think it would be that big. I thought it was just gonna be like, hey, he's like, it's
Friend was
like
weird.
it's a Gaster thing.
Friend is still weird.
This is how Gaster is looking at them through his thing.
Gaster eyes.
So I'm gonna close this one.
Big
Now that I've
Gaster
answered.
eyes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, it's there. Okay, look, Chris.
Yep. Chris will lose a hand.
Well,
So far been very popular.
I think it's going to continue to be very popular. Why did it stop? What is going on?
I don't know.
What the fuck? What? No, I'm not going to stream. No, I'm not going to swear. Okay, yeah, I'll let it continue there. Ah, my god. What is going on here? Is it?
It doesn't want to load for some reason.
Okay.
Loading the results of this stuff is always very difficult when you have
Is
a
it fine?
large
Is it fine if I just
sample size.
disconnect from the? Whoa, my voice sounds weird. Is it fine if I just disconnect from the Discord stream?
Yeah, if you need to.
Well, that didn't work. Let's try again. Oh. Okay. No, don't. No, now I have to sit through it again. You were right there, man! Okay, let me stream it again to you.
Okay.
Oh, man. I can't wait to piss and shit theory after this stream. 23 people. I'm glad there's still 27. Damn, it went up.
Yeah.
Oh, they're talking
Right
about
now.
their friends. The one in the live chat. They were a friend tonight. Or a friend of the person in the group in the live chat.
Oh, I see.
Now that we're at the end of the stream, or near the end of the stream, I'm gonna very
looks like
suddenly
it's
stop the music. I'm gonna suddenly stop the music. You will now realize that whoa. Oh, that was scary. That was very scary. Okay, there we go. You will now realize you didn't realize you had something until it was gone. Something, however that expression goes.
Are we going over this stuff or not?
Yes, we are. I'm just
Okay.
I just wanted to get rid of the music to see if that helps when it finally loads in again, because I don't want it to stop, weirdly.
Yeah.
Now we gotta entertain people with no music. What are we gonna do? Okay.
Not even sure the music was working half the time anyway.
What do you mean
But,
half the
it's
time?
fine.
What do you mean
Well,
half the time?
I don't know. Sometimes I check the audio and I feel like I couldn't hear it, but I don't think it was that big of a deal.
Oh, I'm gonna be so fucking sad if there was like barely any audible noise from that, because
It should be fine.
but I like forcing people to listen to my music.
Yeah, right now.
19 people. Uh-huh. 20. What videos am I currently working on for the theory survey?
Waiting for it to load.
We're trying to get out the night theories out as quickly as possible. We're actually gonna have 2 parts actually released for it.
Yeah, because there's just so much night content, you know.
Yeah. Oh. I'm like more than halfway through, like cutting down the footage. The recut program I'm using. It's after I got past a specific point, it got kind of hard and laggy to edit with it. I think it's because the footage I'm editing is a lot longer than the footage I've typically edited. So I think it's just too hard to edit it like that. So I have to render what I currently have, and then I
see.
And then I like take the same footage I've been editing, and then I edit on from the point that I left off from the previous editing project, and then I put the two together at the end, and then boom, I have the final footage that we put together in the video.
I see.
Yeah. But yeah, this theory is a bit more trimmed down than the previous survey in different aspects. In a lot of different aspects, even like the last category where you like asked specific stuff. Some of the questions ended up not really being that useful, but I try to get rid of that and try to do the essential stuff and try to do some things different there. Like the question about like what you rate the theories on, like logic or evidence or personal baggage or stuff like that. Why would it load? Yeah. What the hell? Me when the theory is surveyed. Thanks, Delta.
Yes.
5, 8, 7, 8, 4. Why? This is a great stream.
I think it's been pretty solid.
No. yeah, it's a fine stream. I'm just joking about the fact that we're just watching something load. Now this is content. Seba, stop. I stop your pages. I stop your pages. I stole your pages. Oh my god. What do we do if we can't show it off?
I don't know. Call it quits.
No! Let me open up another one. I'm gonna see if this one will load. If I open up a new window. Wait, it's gotten... Look at that. It just... when I reopened the new window, it went from 392 to... Oh, shit! What the fuck? This one opened
There it
faster.
is.
Yeah, see, it
That
worked.
makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
It went
There we
from
go.
300. Yeah, it went from 392 to 394. That's very funny. Okay.
Nice.
The font isn't quite right yet. I'm just gonna have to let it wait a little bit.
Oh.
Load my
Yes, we're back to
pages.
the Chris will lose an arm. Very popular theory.
Yeah. I'm just gonna have to type it in chat that it's loaded for us now, in case it's late. Oh, this would have... Okay, so the music had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Oh. Fuck! Fucking!
Uh,
I'll write stop. Well, let's see what happens. Whoa, it flashed.
some sauce. Okay.
No.
Okay, now we can go over the early results, right?
No, not quite
Are they
yet.
loaded in yet?
No, the font isn't quite right. The font isn't supposed to be this.
What do you mean the
Times New
font's
Roman.
wrong?
Where it says tutorial theories. It isn't the same
Okay, well,
font as, like, the text
if
here.
the font's wrong, does that mean that it's gonna explode or something if we scroll down?
No. That means it hasn't loaded in properly or something shit.
And we have to wait for the font.
Oh,
to
never mind.
change?
It's fine. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, this
I
one's
was about
like...
to say. Okay.
Okay, Astral's dead. Nobody liked it. I'm surprised
Yeah,
it's not
nobody
doing
likes
as
it.
bad as the original. I'm sorry, WoW. Nobody likes this theory. Nobody
No
likes it.
10s or 9s. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
that makes sense. It makes sense that it'll be like middle negative sort of
Yeah.
Woodhouse, where it's like, yeah, it's possible, not necessarily likely.
Yeah. Nobody likes the hometown as a cult one. People just prefer it to be a
I guess it
closed
kind
house
of
thing.
makes sense.
That makes sense. Neo-Woody theory.
Their religion is sus, though.
Yeah, Neo-Woody theory. I think this
I
one's
feel
just
like-
gonna happen. I think this one's just
Yeah.
gonna happen. It's just gonna
Yeah.
happen.
I feel like the hometown cult one, it kind of needs a lot of
Yeah.
thorough explanation in order to really like.
I was talking
Be
about Neo-Woody
convincing.
theory.
Yeah, I was still talking about the cult one though.
Okay. This one has
It's in the
this one has a
theory.
very similar rating curve to like Chris Knight of all things. Look, it's kind of similar. A bunch of
Yeah.
blends, a bunch of tens, and like this weird blob here in the middle.
In the middle, yeah.
Rick and Morty. Oh, this one's pretty flat.
This one did okay.
Yeah. Well, it's not great, but it's whatever. Oh, wait, what? Oh, it's not
Oh, no,
loaded
these
properly.
ones haven't. Those ones
Ah.
didn't load in.
God damn
But
it.
at least we got to Rick and Morty theory. I do remember people being like, "Why is it named that?" And the answer is, I thought it would be funny. I've considered making a video about it. I might still make a video about it after Chapter 5 comes out.
Do it. Okay. I'm gonna load it again. I'm gonna
We'll
try
see.
loading it again. The same issue happened on the first stream. I just have to load it again. And trust me, it will appear. This is 27 people are willing to watch this.
Waiting
It's really
for
fun.
us to yeah.
Delta, I have to go. That's fine.
Okay.
Fuck it, I'm bored. I'm bringing back the music. I can't wait for this to take an hour or some shit for no reason. I'll also always believe in Woody theory, because Woody theory will never die. I will never.
This might
die.
take 5 years to load. I don't know if we can actually properly look through the whole survey results on stream. Or
Well,
at
let's
least, like,
see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see how much further we're willing to take it.
Okay.
Because I'm able to open it just fine on my phone. Let me see if I can open it just fine on my phone. Okay.
It's loading on my phone as well. Let's see if the phone can speedrun it.
Help. Now. Oh, the music hasn't... Okay. It loaded faster on my phones. On my phone. Okay, now the music is playing. Here we go. It's insane. It loaded faster on my phone. I can't stream from my phone. Roots Theory. Roots Theory did pretty well. Third Prince of Darkness didn't do well. Green Gaster did pretty well, like I said. And when I say pretty well, I mean extremely well for some reason. I guess people really like this one. It's weird. Cressel. Huh. I'm surprised
That's
Cressel
true.
did. What's true?
Oh, I was responding to the chat. Was somebody said I was a Chris Knight believer. Technically, besides Chris being the knight, everything else that theory proposed was true. That is true. That is correct, and that's because the correct knight theory was Chris Des multi-knight.
Yeah.
Which was already a theory before the chapters came out, and was also like functionally identical to Chris Knight, except Des was also there and doing stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
My net theory was also
Pretty on the point. Why won't it load? I have to do the same shit again where I like...
Yeah, open it up in a new tab. You should have been loading this up on like I guess you couldn't because you hadn't submitted the thing
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I just don't know if we'll be able to get through it on stream today.
Oh man. That's so sad.
Like even like it's gonna take like a potentially indefinite amount of time to load, and then
God damn it.
I don't know how much time we have after that still.
Well, something appeared. Okay, let's. I'll let it be. I'm gonna see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you could definitely make the argument that Chris Snyders were closer to correct than the Snyders were, because like solo Chris Knight is more comparable to Chris Dust Multi Knight than solo Dust Knight was, to be honest. Because like the core component of Chris Knight was that, oh yeah, Chris is actively using the soul to seal the fountains they make for this extremely elaborate night plan, and most of those theory, the reason why Chris was doing that plan.
Now only the first theory loads up.
Save Des, which is pretty much what's happening now. It's just that Des is also making the fountains with Chris.
Okay. Okay. Someone here asked if I plan on making the results public after Chapter 5 drops, and just like with the results from the previous survey, they are made public through the theory survey videos. And eventually, I do want to just release the spreadsheets with everything. Eventually,
Yeah.
When we're gone through everything, because I'm the one making the videos. I'm not gonna release that stuff to anyone else to just go through it before me.
Like just to like clarify, it's like the part of the reason why we didn't just release the stats as they are is because we wanted to make videos going over them and stuff.
Yeah.
We didn't want other people to just take the stats and then make their own videos reading them out, before we could,
Yeah.
When it came to Death Knight evidence in Chapter 2, it was more or less just the 2 lines of Noelle dialogue where she talks about deaths, which, like, to be fair, that was definitely more than most other candidates besides Chris. Death Knight was always like my number 2 pick, and I always felt like specifically like if we were gonna do Death Knight, then she would have to actively be working with Chris, and that is exactly what we ended up getting. So honestly, when it comes to the Knight stuff, I didn't really end up being that surprised. It was just kind of like, oh yeah, my number 2 pick ended up being correct. The only other thing I said could happen, not too shocking, you know.
Whoops. Ugh. What am I gonna do? What are we gonna do? I don't know. I guess, I don't know. It doesn't look like we were able to get like a short little sneak peek for the people here.
Unfortunately. I guess we'll just have to maybe try again another time, maybe.
Yeah. Well, hey, you guys did get a short little preview from
We got to look at the first couple.
Yeah, and I have mentioned throughout how well some of the specific theories have done on the survey. So that's kind of neat, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah. I guess we gotta... Oh.
Yeah, if you want to...
Why is it like that? Oh, right. I forgot I did a secret thing. See, that's the thing. That's the music that's been playing. Whoa, okay. I'm gonna close the music as well.
Mm-hmm.
That was a fun little stream. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. I hope you guys liked the little guest here, Chestnut. He's basically been on the channel a lot as well too. You know the guy. It's the scroll.
You know me if you watched the other videos.
Yeah.
And stuff.
And stuff. What does and stuff entail?
You know, my videos that I made.
Yeah. You should make a new one.
I'm working on it. I'm working on the Chapter 5 video. It's
gonna be good. Chapter 5 prediction video?
Yeah.
Tell us a prediction.
Rousey's the super boss and has the final shadow crystal.
Why do you have this weird voice now?
Sorry, there was a very loud car that just drove by.
I didn't hear the car. It sounded like you got like a metallic voice for a moment. Yeah. That was so weird.
No, the car messed up my mic, sorry. Anyway, my Chapter 5 prediction sneak peek, Rousey's the super boss. Rousey has the final shadow crystal. Ooh, how exciting.
30!
Hopefully Caddy will be there.
Yeah, that's funny. We're ending the stream. Yeah, we're ending the stream and we got 30.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope you guys are willing to do this survey, and I hope you guys liked everything about it and the music and such. It was really kind that this many people could come. I'm really surprised this many people came. I only expected like a little over 10 or something. But man, that's really cool.
Make sure to go do the survey yourself if you haven't done already. Make sure to share it with all your friends and stuff.
Share it with all your friends.
Post and YouTubers. On the social medias.
Yeah, be like, hey, you should do that survey that one guy made.
Yeah. Hashtag Deltarune.
Hashtag Sharuba.
I don't think we have a hashtag.
Well, we can make one. Let's call it Sharuba Nuts. Hashtag Sharuba Nuts. Wasn't that you? Wasn't that you who came up with it? Who came up with Sharuba Nut?
That was like Zenny, I think.
Zenny.
Yesterday.
Yeah. Well, is Black Sharuba any better?
No.
Oh, there will be a gorilla in Chapter 5. Oh my god, I'm so glad somebody remembered that.
Chapter 5. Oh, dude, that's so fucking funny.
Fuck, we forgot
that video. I loved the terrible Deltarune Theories video.
Yeah.
That was so funny. I think it's by far my favorite one that we've uploaded so far.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Okay, that's enough stream. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Which one do I pick first? Stop streaming or end broadcast?